voice of the beat. You know what I want? Blaze up. Come on, blaze up.
It's the beat for me.
Wow, 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 for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we live. For your boy. For your boy. Also for your boy. Fix it for your boy. Drop it for your lift it up.
Hi y'all! Happy Educational Friday! Hey, how y'all doing? Come on in, get the likes up. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Come on in. Everybody get in here. Come on in, like the video, and shout out to everybody in the building. If you are new to the channel, go ahead on and like the video and subscribe. And welcome. If you return, and welcome back. Shout out to my members. Shout out to the subscribers. Shout out to the visitors. Shout out to everybody, the haters and everybody. I sure hope y'all are having a wonderful Friday. It's a beautiful day where I'm at. Hopefully it's a beautiful day where you at, okay? But it is a beautiful one here, and I can't wait to get off of here, because as soon as I get off of here, I typically get off and go water my garden with my shoes off so I can put my feet to the soil and talk to my plants. You see what I'm saying? So that's what I'm going to be doing when I get off of here. Then we'll come back for Educational Friday a little bit around 5 or a little bit after 5, okay? So y'all come on in and get the likes up on the video. Natasha said it's cold in New York. There it goes, the heavy boot people. See what I'm saying? That's why I can't live up there. It's too cold. We ain't supposed to be like that. You feel what I'm saying? You know, the Indians back then, which was your ancestors and mine as well, but you know, back then they were very much into the fur trade. They used to get them buffaloes and things of that nature up there. The black Indians, the black people up in New York, they were heavy into the fur trade. As a matter of fact, they were trading with a lot of the clears that were coming in. I want to say, don't get me the lying, but I want to say it was them, I did a whole documentary on this and then lost the video. That's the worst part. But anyway, they was trading furs up there. So the black people up there always knew how to stay warm. I just know that ain't my ministry. You feel what I'm saying? To be wading in no snow. But shout out to New York, man. You got to be strong to live up there. I'm not strong like that. I ain't that strong. But shout out, y'all. I know it's beautiful in Georgia. I don't know where y'all at, but in Georgia, the sun is out. It is gorgeous outside. Okay, it is gorgeous. And if it's not hot yet, it will be sometime soon. I think we're gonna have a beautiful summer. Come on in and get the likes up on the video. We got a show today, but before we get into that, let's get into a few morning announcements, as we should. Somebody said pin the store. Thank you. I forgot. Lord have mercy. Hold on. Let me pin the store. Thank you. Y'all love me, man. Y'all really love me though, for real. Shout out. And speaking of pinning the store, let's start with that announcement. Shout out to everybody in the building. You guys, if you would like to support a black-owned business, a real black-owned business, I have a brand called Babe, Black Americans versus Everybody. That's what Babe stands for. And basically, it's a store that I have. And thank you, Symphony. It's a store that I have. Let me, if I could find the thingy. And basically, I'm selling stuff. I'm selling merch. So make sure you guys, please stop at the store for some merch. Also, let me say this too. May is going to be very, very busy for me, ladies and gentlemen. May is going to be very busy. On the weekends, I'm going to be rolling. I ain't going to hold you. I'm going to be in and out the country, in and out the city, in and out the state for the month of May. I ain't gonna tell y'all where I'm going yet, because I know the haters is listening, but just know I'm going somewhere else. You feel what I'm saying? Over the seas and things of that nature. So please be advised, if I'm in and out in the month of May, it's because I have to go somewhere. I gotta go see a man about a dog. I gotta go see a man about a dog, okay? But anyway, come on in and get the likes up on the video. Let's get into a few things. Oh, the morning announcements. Please, you guys, if y'all don't do anything, genealogy, do your genealogy, Black America. All it is a family tree to figure out who you are and where you come from, who are the people that came before you, so that you can basically get your reparations and know who you are, because identity is the first key to freedom. So Black Americans, please, if you don't do anything, do your genealogy. Also, ground, meditate, pray. You need to get into the earth. You got to get back into the Most High God, to the ancestors, and you got to get back to grounding. I'm sorry, because that is an ancient thing that we did. A lot of us don't know. You know, when I was growing up, I used to wonder what was our culture before slavery. That was always a question, because everything that I learned about us happened because of slavery or after slavery, and it drove me insane. And I used to be a little girl saying, well, what were we doing before then? And I never thought I would get the answers, but every day I'm waking up to more clarity. I was probably getting it in my dreams, but every day I'm waking up to more and more clarity, and grounding and meditating is one of the things that we did. You know what I'm saying? Because it's one of the things that keeps us close to God. It's no different from going to church. You know how every Sunday in church, what they do, praise God with their hands in the air like that, right? I am here. You don't have to worry. I can see. You see the people in the audience. Oh yeah, they always put. That's all you doing. It's just the same thing outside. Outside. With the sun beaming on you, it's the same praise. You just not in a confined space where really a lot of y'all praises is reaching the ceiling and touching back down. You see what I'm saying? So anyways, that's what I be saying when I say y'all need to get out there grounding and meditating, because those are some of the things that we used to do. The Black Muslims do have that right. They do have that part right. As far as the time to stop and pray, does the Black Muslims do that, or the other Muslims? Who a Muslim in here? Get a Negro Muslim in here. One of the Muslims, every now and again, they stop outside and they pray. Now, I'm not saying that we're supposed to do it like that, but what I'm saying is that is one of the innate things that we do. So please, y'all, go outside. Somebody said they're going outside to smoke. Yay! That's what I'm saying. Hey, smoke under a tree, man. Get them libations to the tree. As long as it ain't that bull crap, y'all, that lab grown stuff. They be out here smoking. But yeah, man, go sit under a tree and go smoke with the tree. Go get them libations to the tree and ask the tree to help you, man. You'd be surprised. You would be surprised what you could get out of the tree. I know y'all might think I'm crazy. I don't care. I'm going to be crazy. But until it start working, then y'all going to be wanting to know what trees I'm going to. Then I'm going to say, no, fat. Go lay down. You see what I'm saying? Then I'm going to tell y'all to go lay down. Then it's going to be, can you tell it? No, because I've been telling y'all. You feel what I'm saying? Seriously, though, go sit under a tree and blow something. I'm telling you, ask the tree. Talk to the tree and ask him for something. I bet you get it. I'm just saying. But anyways, we got to get into the show. I hope y'all are doing well. Happy Friday. What are we talking about today? So, Afrika Bambaataa done passed and went on to, I don't know if he gone to glory, because according to Hassan Campbell, he like the little boy's booty. Now, I don't know how true it is. Don't get me the line. But I believe Hassan. Okay, I've always believed Hassan. Hassan Campbell is on YouTube. He done came out here years and scores and blows ago to tell us that Afrika Bambaataa was over there planting them churn booties. Okay, so I believed it, and I don't care how gifted Afrika Bambaataa was. I believe he is everything Hassan Campbell told us he was. Said what I said. Okay. Anyways, we got to get into him passing. Offset requests his DNA test from Cardi B. He wants to know if creation and collection is his. Big. I'm thinking he just want a DNA test for collections. Now, collections make sense. And for y'all don't know who collections is, that's the last baby. Cardi got 4 children: culture, couture, creation, and collections. Okay? We all know culture. We all heard about couture. Now, creation and collections, these two paternity might be up for grabs. And they say Offset went down to the courthouse, and I thought he just wanted paternity for collections, but turns out he wanted for creation too. So we'll see how that goes. They say he got denied one and answered to another one. I don't know. We got to see what's going on, because why would he want a DNA test for creation? You see what I'm saying? I don't know. We'll get into it. Who else we got on here? Floyd Mayweather is got liens and things of that nature. Remember, I told y'all we've been keeping an eye on Floyd. They say Floyd is poor, broken poor, not like us though. See, we're real poor. He not that poor. He's just he's actually not poor. He's just broke, rich broke. So we're gonna get into that too. Then we gotta talk about clears versus the sun. The sun, I have a compilation of the sun baking clears. And we're going to get into scientifically because this is for educational purposes. This is not for no racist, no bullying and harassment. This clears being cooked in the sun is for educational purposes for the Negroes. So we're going to get into the clears being baked and why this is important. I need all the Negroes to the front when we get to this part because it's very, very, very important, okay? And then we got to also get into more stolen culture. You know, everywhere they go, they stealing our culture. I told y'all the Asians, while we've been looking at the Africans, the Asians been eating fat off our culture. And then you know how the Asians get away with it? Because they don't market it to us. They market it to each other. See, the Asians, what I realized, have been stealing our culture and just going off to the side with it. Like, we don't know they got it until something big go on. You know what I'm saying? The next thing you know, you hear beatboxing or you see breakdancing and you see this Asian, you be like, what the hell? They steal it and go hide. You see what I'm saying? But we gonna put it out there because why not? Why not? See them damn clones over there in Asia? I told y'all about them damn Cabbage Patch Kids. We gonna get into it. But anyway, come on in and get the likes up on the video. I got my lime water. I might make me a gallon of fruit water this week. Y'all, if my weight is all over the place and I'm losing weight, I swear to God, I'm not on crack. I swear to God, I'm not on drugs. I do partake of the ganja. Yes, I do. But I do not do drugs. So please, if you see my weight, I'm slim one day, then I'm a little thick the other day. Please be advised, I am not on crack or no kind of drugs. I don't do drugs. I got a personal trainer. I'm trying to figure out my life. Okay? I'm trying to get fit. So I don't know how this is about to go. I'm still trying to get up. Now I am on drugs. Candy. I ain't gonna lie. Y'all think I'm lying. Let me show y'all. Stay right there. Stay right there. I want to confess. I have a problem. I do. And this is only one of them. Okay. Knowing that I did a project on this in college, knowing that the sugar in candy is just as bad as crack cocaine, I have to come to the front of the congregation and say to myself, to say to y'all, I do have a problem. Now, let me say this. I have been working on it. I pray about it every now and again. And I ain't gonna lie, right after the prayer, I be thinking about getting me a little piece. But ultimately, this here devil right here, which is one of them, is one of the things that I will be working on this summer because I have a problem. I finally said it out loud. I have a problem. Okay. So yeah, let me go ahead and put this down. You know, hopefully me putting it out there like that. Next time I pass the jar, I'll be like, girl, remember when you told them people you got a problem? And maybe it'll tell me to not pick up a piece. You see what I'm saying? So I don't know. We'll see. I'll keep you guys posted about the progress, but I'm trying to work out, and I think that that's going to be the biggest vice. And that's one of them. It don't matter how many I have. It's just one of them. Let's move on. I really do have a problem, though. Like, it's funny. But if I go back to the information that I know about sugar is really reactive in your brain like cocaine. Like, I'm not even being funny. Because it's funny because we think of it as harmless because it's candy. But it really is like snorting cocaine. It really is. It does. It triggers like stuff in your brain to satisfy you the same way cocaine. That's why children, listen, you know how they say don't give children candy late because it make them jump up and down and act a fool? It's the cocaine in the candy, child. Listen. But I did say this. when I was thinking about going to make some candy apples too. I got a problem. But anyway, when I get rich, because I'm about to be rich. When I get rich, I'm gonna make my own candy. The real candy with real sugar and real ingredients and real, you know what I'm saying? When I get rich, I'm gonna make some real candy and it's gonna be good. It ain't gonna be like this stuff, you know what I'm saying, that they be selling us. I'm gonna make us some good candy. Mark my word. But let's get into the show, y'all. Shout out to everybody. In a minute, I sure was about to make. I went in the store to try to see if I can get me some candy apple mix. That boy looked at me like I was growing two heads. Now, I know when I was younger, my mom and them used to help. We used to make candy apples every other month. You see what I'm saying? My mom would go pick up the little box of candy apple mix. She get a bag of apples and some sticks. Well, the sticks came in the box. And all you do is make the apple on the candy on the stove. Come on, girl. We used to do that growing up. You make the apples on the candy on the stove, and you put the sticks in the apples, and you dip them and put them on a wax paper. We used to do that growing up. Girl, I went to Walmart. Them people, I said, hey, y'all got candy apple mix? The boy said, what? I said, candy apple mix. You know how you make the candy apples? He went to looking on the phone. I don't know what that is. We got this. I said, don't worry about it, baby. I don't know. But I ain't gonna lie. A couple of days ago, I was craving. I said, ooh, I want to make me some candy apples. Ooh. I said, ooh, I want to make me some candy apples. I got a problem. And we need more candy ladies in the hood, too. And they don't have to just be in the hood. We need more candy ladies. They are pillars of the community. Now, let's get into the show. Hey, T, they made it double rain. Hold on. Well, happy Friday and Educational Friday to me and you. Thank you, T, for making it rain.
I make it rain. I make it rain. I make it rain on them hoes. I make it rain. I make it rain on them hoes.
Thank you, Tita. She says, hey, boo, happy Educational Friday. Thank you, Tita, for the lovely, lovely, lovely donation, as you always do. I appreciate you so, so much. Thank you so much, Tita. I appreciate you. Sorry. Hi, Chief, this member for 1 month. Thank you so much. Says, thank you, boo, for all you do. For real. Keep educating us. Just wondering, how do I do my genealogy if I'm adopted? Okay. Now, the first thing I would say, if people are adopted and they want to figure out their genealogy, I would say the first place to start is your birth certificate. Even if you are adopted, in most cases, you should still have a mother on your birth certificate. If in some rare or odd case, I don't even know if it's rare, but if in some case that you don't have a mother or birth certificate, then I think that that's where you need to start finding that documentation to see the person who came before you. Now, this is the gag about documentation. Your parents and their parents before them don't necessarily have to take a census to be counted, or at least to be documented. Once you find out, and I wouldn't go start with the dad. I would start with my mom. Once you find out your matriarchal line, then I will go to the patriarchal line. But honestly, I would start at my mother, trying to figure out her name, her birthday, where she was born, the place she was born, the year she was born, obviously the date, and go from there. And if you do that, you can look back on census to at least find her parents possibly, or nationalarchive.gov for some maybe records that maybe you can't find that are online anymore. Familytree.com, I think it is, ancestry.com. Then you can go start plugging in names and things like that. And this is just for people who have adoption stories. But I definitely would say the first place to start is your mother. Start with your mother. If you can find your mother, you can find her line. Find your mother and then go back from there. Okay. Now, I'm not an expert on genealogy. I just have like, what do you call it? I just have like common sense. Honestly, my genealogy was almost halfway done when I got to it, because my entire bloodline is buried in Mississippi. I tell people that all the time. So low key, I got a cheat sheet. Like, I can literally go see my matriarchal bloodline all the way back to damn near the early 1700s, buried right there in Mississippi, which I got to go the first weekend of May. So I got to go do the beautification of the graveyard in the first weekend of May. So I low-key had a cheat sheet, but I do understand that most people don't have said cheat sheet. So I would say start with your mother. That's the best advice I could give anybody. Start with your mama and then go from there. Thank you, boo. Sharjay, thank you so much for the super chat. Says, hey boo, did you see the Lego videos Iran released about being indigenous, royalty, and reveals the truth? No, send that. Matter of fact, I think I saw somebody posting Lego and I just scrolled because I'm like, but I gotta stop doing that. Let me write this down. Let me see if I can pull up the Lego later. I'm gonna write Lego down. I'm gonna write it down. Thank you, Sharjay. I appreciate you, beautiful. Thank you. Millie, thank you so much for the super chat. Says, I'm gonna need you to share cousin Vu. I need some candy. Listen, I got so much candy around here. I had to stop. I this week I refuse to go back and buy some more candy because I have a problem. I'm ready to come forth and tell my story. I have a problem with candy. I do. I gotta work on it before my teeth fall out. Thank you, Mill. April LeBlanc, thank you so much. Cause these here ain't Charlie teeth. You see these? These ain't no Charlie teeth. These the one God gave me. You see them? See, I can't afford to break one of these. You get it? Because these ain't Charlie teeth. These come from God. So I gotta be careful when I'm biting down on all this candy and whatnot, that these things don't get so up. Because like I say, I didn't buy these. They came installed in my mouth. So I gotta be careful. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. I don't want to be out here looking like the turtle teeth people. April LeBlanc, thank you for the super chat. I'm sorry for being a member for 23 months. Says, boo, you like me. I keep a whole container of blow pops. Happy Friday. You see? I found my tribe. We all need rehab. We all need rehab. Quiet as it's kept, but loud as it's heard. Now let's get into the show, y'all. We got a few honorable mentions. I told y'all I got my first cavity when I was, how old am I, 43? 36? I got my first cavity at 36. Yeah, about 36. And then I finally got one wisdom tooth pulled in March of last year. That's this one at the top. Yeah, this one at the top because it grew out of my gums and it like faced that way. So like the bottom of my wisdom tooth that should have been facing down, it was like facing out like that. And it was cool. I ain't had no problem with it. I was cleaning it real good until I couldn't clean it real good. And it started to develop cavities. So they had to pull it because it was too hard for me to reach the clean. But other than that, I have had a very good clean dental bill of health. A bill of health for my dental. I got a great bill of health. So I gotta calm down on the candy a little bit. For real. Now let's get into a couple of honorable mentions, y'all. Like the video, like the video. I hope y'all doing good. Let me say this too. Before we move on, creating generational wealth. I told y'all we've had this conversation before, but I wanted to say it just one more time. I know the conversation right now around a lot of Americans, Black Americans, are breaking generational curses and creating generational wealth, which is the best thing for us to do. I think that that's the most important thing that we need to be focused on right now. But I don't think that we need to stop there. I don't think we need to start at the fact that we're just breaking generational curses and creating generational wealth. Because what I'm starting to find is if you simply just create the generational wealth and you do not instill the mindset into your children, then you're going to make a lot of money. And then the moment you die, your children are going to go through it and you're going to be poor and you're going to be broke. And then everything you've worked for generationally is done. So I'm saying all that to say it's one thing to create the generational wealth. We can do that all day long, but until we are educated on what to do with this generational wealth, then it won't matter. Also, if you do not have a relationship, a good, solid relationship, a trustworthy relationship with your children, then you, my friend, are not creating generational wealth. Unless you find another offspring, a nephew, niece, if you don't have another generation to not only pass this money to, but instill this mindset in, then you, my friend, are not creating generational wealth. You are only getting rich. Now, a lot of people have issues with their kids. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Even Madam C.J. Walker, she only had one daughter. Her daughter ended up being a lesbian and not procreating. But you know what her daughter did? Adopted a daughter. She went and found a young girl to pass down the heir. That I'm not saying you got to go adopt nobody. Most Black Americans got 50 little nieces and nephews. I know I do. And I know when I had this conversation with my daughter, because we spoke about generational wealth, and I told her it's not about just me making money so I can give it to you. It's about you having a mindset so you can pass it on to your children and so on and so forth. But when I talked to my daughter about it, I said, listen, I'm going to be real. I love you down, Faye. Will die and live for you. But I'm not about to play with you on this generational wealth. If you're not on board, I got 11 nieces and nephews. I'm pretty sure I can go rag one of them and we can roll it out. You see what I'm saying? And guess what? My daughter came around. She understood. But I'm saying all that to say it's not just about making the money. It's literally about making it and instilling the mindset that this is going to last us not only while I'm here, when my kids have kids and they kids have kids and they kids have kids, and so on and so forth. So please, 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 yes, look into family trust and all those things. But please, 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 y'all, do keep that in mind. I'm sorry. When you're dealing with genealogy. Now, I want to go over a honorable mention really quickly. That was something I wanted to share with y'all really quickly. I don't know, maybe somebody need to hear it. I need my generation to come to the front of the congregation. And when I say my generation, I mean them people born in the late 70s all the way up to like the early 90s. The people born from the late 70s all the way up to the early 90s. This is my group. Y'all got to stop. Older women, this is just to me. Because Tia got her new man. I don't know whose child this is. Again, y'all look foolish. I gotta say it. Y'all don't even get young men with stuff going on. You know what I'm saying? Little young entrepreneurs. Y'all go get somebody's child out their mama basement. Y'all get the dressing like these little churn, and then y'all get the putting out here like as if this is a relationship, and we supposed to be clapping for this. She looked like she lay his clothes out every morning, girl. She looked like she got to tell him every night, get in the tub, wash your ass. Did you take your vitamins? Get the trash. Get off the game. Did you go? It look like she got to do that. Whose child is this? This isn't cute. This is not cute. And I see so many women, oh, she's so happy. This is not cute. Like, if the roles were reversed, y'all would be pissed, first of all. But I'm not even going to go that way. Tia look a mess. And you know what it makes me feel like when I see older women do this? It's just like the older men who get the younger women because they know them younger women ain't going to challenge them. It's the same thing with you old hoes running behind these people churn. Y'all go get these young boys because y'all know these young boys is not going to challenge you and call you on your bull. And I don't even have a young son, but if I did, I'd be pissed. Because you help us refuse to upgrade your life. Y'all just rather go pick up these people's children and then drop them off and be mad when they're on the internet crying. This isn't cute. I'm not saying that older women can't date younger men, but y'all not even going to get younger men with heads on their shoulders. Y'all literally go and pick up dependents. Literally. It ain't cute. I don't think it's cute, at least. Let's get into this girl. Tia Mowry spotted locking lips with a mystery man. It says Tia has officially got her groove back. She was recently spotted out and about with a mystery dreadhead, and we got a little tea on his background. Now, if you recall, Tia Mowry got divorced from her husband, Corey Hardrick, back in 2023 after 17 years of marriage and 2 children after she said she felt lonely in their union. Now, nearly 3 years later, she's popping out with Javon Armada, an artist, designer, and educator living in LA, originally from Cleveland, Ohio. So it say he got a job. He's an artist, designer, and educator. Child, freelance, probably. There's no word yet on how him and Tia met or how long they've been dating, but with both of them being creators, it definitely sounds like they got something to talk about. Y'all here for Tia having a good time. That little boy gonna use you, Tia. Dummy. But I'm here for it. I think they got another picture. Now, this her with the child. Now, if he trying to get on, he's absolutely right to come get Tia. I'll come get you too, bitch. You desperate too? You was lonely in your marriage? Come over here. Come put some money and some stuff behind me. Yeah. I'll be around there too. Artist and educator. Educator on what? What school he work at? What subject he teach? What grade? That little nigga look like he coach PE. Substitute teacher ass nigga. You gonna bring him in front of us. That's the problem I tell y'all I be having. Substitute teacher ass nigga. And now y'all want to rename him an educator. Go lay down. Go lay. Y'all look a mess. Say what I said. Y'all look a mess. And I say what I said. But they say Corey was a bum when she met him. So, you know. Congratulations to your girl. I guess. Leave these people churn alone. I believe it. I believe that older women go get younger men for the same reason older men go get younger women. You don't want to be challenged. You don't want somebody who's on your mental capacity to say, hey, bro, what are you doing? That's not cool. You don't, I think a lot, as far as with women, because I'm a woman, I've seen this, I've watched this. I think women who get money and go get them young dudes like that, they do that for control. They want to be able to control the nigga. Oh, you can't go over there. All right, give me my keys back to my car. Give me my keys. Oh, you want to act a fool, nigga? Get out my house. Get out my house and leave my keys and take off my shoes. That's why them women be wanting them little young boys. That's why they be wanting them, so they can make them stay put. I know what I'm looking at. Boy toy. Somebody say boy toy. Let's move on, y'all. Get the likes up. Now, we got advice from a punk. You know, this 7-foot tall punk is going to continue to make it seem like he's giving the girls advice. And let me just say this. I'm tired of y'all putting the cart before the horse. I'm tired. I'm tired of y'all putting the cart before the horse. Now, this giraffe wants to get on here with no titties in the tube top to tell us how we need to be wearing our bags. Now, first and foremost, do I believe that some of the girls need a few fashion tips? Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? We all got to figure it out. But what I don't like is when a gay guy give us these tips, they like to put the cart before the horse to make it seem like we are learning and have to follow the gays. Well, let me just say this. The woman came before the gay man. A gay man used to have to be a gay boy and study the gay woman in order for him to grow to be the gay man that he is. And shout out to the gays. Love y'all down, but I got to say this part. What I don't like is when you guys get to your elevated steps, you forget that you are the cart and not the horse. Okay? You forget that basically you're not pulling this train. You're actually being pulled. Okay? So then here come the girls. Oh, see, this is why y'all need the gays, because they need to give the girls fashion tips. No. And shout out to the gays, because there's a lot of things that the gays do be up on that some of the girls have lost. So shout out. But what I'm not going to allow the gays to do, and not all the gays don't do this. So let's be clear. I'm talking about that little select few, like the E.J. Johnsons of the world. The select few who get high on your horse and forget that you had to study a woman in order to repeat the behaviors that you're repeating. Stop acting as if you are some sort of creator or some sort of progenitor to something, because you're not. And as far as E.J. Johnson goes, the nigga is as tall as the Statue of Liberty. I don't give a damn how many videos he posts. I don't give a damn how many times he say, because the girls and she is the girl. I don't care how much this nigga play make-believe. This nigga is tall enough to be a center for the Lakers. I don't give a damn. He don't even blend in amongst his own kind. He could play dress up on this internet all he wants. But this punk and this pixie gots to go. Said what I said. All the punks and the pixies gotta go. Let's get into EJ. Give us some fashion tips on the bags. According to EJ, the big bags is for the days and the little bags is for the night. Let's get into it, child. Hold on. Let's get EJ on here. Child, punks and pixies gotta go.
The Bergen, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, this is a 35 centimeter. This is a 35 centimeter, and 35 centimeters are for going to your daytime things, to your fashion show during the day, or to your lunch during the day, or to a breakfast during the day, or running your errands during the day. But anyway, it's during the day. Please don't bring your large format bag on a red carpet at night or during your dinner. You must go home and change and find a smaller format bag. Get into your 25 centimeter purse, or your mini Kelly is also an option. Something tiny. This does not go to dinner. She's not going to dinner. They're going to dinner. She's not going. They're going. She's going home to go to sleep because she has an early day the next day, but these girls can go out. They can stay up a little bit later. She may not be going to the club, but like she can go to the club. She's not going. They're going, not going. Going and not going, going, going. If you can't like make it home, be crafty. We need to talk about the Bergen, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, this is a 35 centimeter. This is a 35 centimeter, and 35 centimeters are for going to your daytime things, to your fashion show. And you're going out and it's daytime and you're like, oh God, I have to go to dinner. But I'm prepared. And I'm just gonna check this bag. Well, maybe not check this bag because it's too fabulous to check, but stuff it behind your, stuff it behind your chair. But do bring a smaller bag. We also love a Kelly clutch. She's a clutch. She's going to dinner. Not to dinner, but to dinner. I'm glad I was able to have this moment with everyone because I really feel like I wanted to share that. This conversation is a conversation that I've always wanted to have. And you're going.
So there was E.J. Johnson with the Bag Chronicles. Now, I'm not going to lie. He's right. Smaller bags are for evening. Larger bags are for day. I know I'm not going to lie. In the early 2000s, the girls did go crazy with the large bags. I'm guilty. It was a thing in the early 2000s where all of the big bags were in. Now it seems like the girls are going smaller bags, little kitty bags and things of that nature. The advice is right. I think that that's not an issue. My issue is, in my mind, maybe, I don't know, maybe I'm thinking this, but in my mind, I'm looking through the comments and I'm seeing, this is why y'all need the girls to tell y'all, black women, period, we don't follow behind men, even though I have found recently that a lot of Black American women have been following behind the TSs and behind the gays with your attire, but I'm not going to go there. We're going to leave that for another day. What I can say is it's just a mental mind trick. It's to get women to feel like they need to follow the men and get their advice and their fashion and everything from men. That has never been the case, okay? Do not fall for that trap. E.J. Johnson, like I said, is as tall as the Statue of Liberty. And even though he might have a good advice on which bag to wear to dinner, at the end of the day, he is still a boy. Okay, you should not be looking to men, rather they are TS men or boy men or gay men, for any advice on womanhood or how to be a woman or even how to look like a woman, period, point blank. That's why all y'all look like the TSs now with them goddamn lace fronts in the shower curtain edges. Have y'all ever put those two and two together? That the reason, I've said it on this channel many times, that the reason why you can't tell the girls between the TSs is because all of all of them look the same. They got the same BBL. They got the same lace front. Like the whole bit. I'm not even being funny. It's the whole bit. If depending on how dressed up the TS is, you literally cannot tell the difference. Because the girls wear just as much, way more. Listen, this is a genuine thing, and I'm not even being mean. I'm being real serious. When women started to model their look after men, this is when you started going crazy about the BBLs. This is when you started going crazy about the wigs. I'm going to be real. Prior to that, get me on here, get me up here. Prior to women not looking at men for the trends, we did not do hardly none of this stuff. You know what I mean? But it wasn't until we started looking at men. And let me tell you how that happened. Celebrities. This is what they did. They didn't put it out in your face front and center to let you know that you're going to be starting to follow in the gays. They put a puppet in front of you and have them follow the gay, and then you follow the puppet. And before you know it, you're talking like the gays and the TSs and things of that nature. I'll give you a few examples. Nene Leakes, Portia Williams, Cardi B, Tamar Braxton, who else? Kim Kardashian. Yeah. They got the puppets to follow the gay, and then they put the puppet in front of you, and then you follow the puppet, right? Not knowing that the puppet is following the gay. Yes, Beyonce. Yeah. Jada and T. Yes, y'all get it? You get it? You're tracking. The girl with the gay stylist, she follows the stylist, but you follow her. In your mind, that's why y'all think the gays was mad when y'all started doing this. Put a 3 in the chat. Why y'all think, and they had every right to be, they wasn't wrong. They was not wrong. Because y'all did steal their stuff. No cap. Listen, this is why the gays was mad all on the internet when y'all started doing this. And y'all in y'all mind thinking, but I'm a woman. We don't have to steal nothing from y'all. And you don't. But technically you did. Because these girls that's hanging with the gays are taking their language, they taking the way they talk, the way they walk, everything they do and say, and then they come on the internet to you, and you follow the girl. So you, oh, I like how she say that. Oh, I like da. And next thing you know, you clock it. You see, and you don't even realize it until you, Young Miami. Oh my God. Young Miami and Saucy Santana should be the poster board for what I'm talking about. But yes. Quad Web. Oh my God. All of these women are puppets. Poster board. Hell, Quiet as It's Kept, Mariah Huck. All of these women were poster puppets to get you to follow behind the man. I told you, it's a subconscious thing. It's not, they don't want to put it straight in your face because then you're going to be like, hell no, I'm not following behind no gay boy. Like, that's crazy. So they put it subconsciously. And then next thing you know, before you look up, now the women are looking at the gay men like, why y'all mad at us? The gay men have every right because we are taking their lingo. Everything we say sounds like gay men. It do. Everything we say sound like gay men. Everything we do, we look like gay men. We do. Shout out to the gays. No shade. No shade. Shout out to the gays. We is stealing their stuff. We is. Black American women, you are stealing from the gays. From the way you walk to the way you talk, the way you look, the way everything, the way you dress, everything. Who said Don Juan not gay? What? Who said Don Juan not? What?
It's survival. I get somebody lied. Smells like somebody lied.
It was all a lie. Guys, it was all a lie. She lied.
Who said Don Juan was? Let me stop. At any rate, if that ain't a punk, bitch, shit me. Who? Bitch. You lying to me, bitch, please. Who? What Don Juan? What Don Juan? You must be talking about another one. You must be talking about Don Juan from up in New York. Bishop Magic Don Juan. You must be talking about that one. You can't be talking about the one who be with Candy. Somebody say he married to a woman. And so, what does that mean? Girl, Atlanta is full of beards. I told you I'm trying to be one. I'm trying to sign up and see where I need to be at. You see what I'm saying? I ain't got to sleep with the nigga. Sign me up. I done been married for less. Sign me up. Girl, please. Him being married don't mean nothing. He married. Girl, have you been to Atlanta? That's the problem. You ain't never came to Sodom and Gomorrah. That's your problem. You ain't never been down here. Come on down. It's a time. Mm-hmm. It's a time. Come on down to Sodom and Gomorrah. You'll get a different perspective of marriage down here. See, down here, you could be married and it don't matter though. Who cares? Married, schmarried. Who cares? You know what I mean? That's how it is in Atlanta. Girl, please. Married. Who gives a fuck? We all married. Girl, what's up? That's how them niggas and them hoes be in Atlanta, girl. Oh, you married. Okay, me too. So what y'all about to do? Girl, everybody out here married. Girl, what you saying? Who cares? You coming to the threesome or no? Let's move on. Bitches, you coming to the orgy or not? You bringing your husband? Oh, he don't get down like that? Is you coming? Oh, all right. All right then. Girl, who cares? Girl, married. Girl, what that mean? That don't mean nothing inside of me, Gomorrah. Come on down and see it for yourself. I swear to God, I ain't lying. Come on down and see it for yourself. You'll see. I ain't bullshitting. I am not over-exaggerating. It sounds funny, but this is the God's honest truth. Let's move on. I want to scare y'all right quick. Humanoids. Let's get into some robot shit. Now, remember I told y'all we already walking amongst the extraterrestrials. I told y'all Elon Musk is not real. I told y'all at best he's half something, or at least a smidget of something, but at the biggest bet, he ain't no damn human. I even told y'all I don't think toilet paper no human. Said what I said. I don't believe toilet paper no human. I don't believe Obama no human. I don't believe Biden no human. I don't believe who we about to talk about? Elon Musk, I don't believe he no human. And when I say human, I mean 100% soul driven by God, ashes to ashes, dust to dust human. That's what I'm talking about. Okay? I don't believe these people is real. But y'all call me crazy. Oh, there she go, Voo. Your goal is fall. There go Voo. Voo, Voo, Voo. All right. I'm crazy till I'm not. Let's get Elon on here. So Elon comes out every now and again to tell you niggas what he about to do. I told you, Elon's job is to usher in the machine. This is going to happen. It is inevitable. It is biblical. It is prophetic, okay? So please do not be afraid because this has to happen. We have to usher in the machine. Go reference movies like, what's the movie I be telling y'all to go look at? Terminator and things of that nature. You see what I'm saying? If you want to know why the machine is being introduced. Machine, AI, all of that stuff. This is now being introduced in, right? And that's Elon's job, is to usher this in. Now, every now and again, he comes in to tell us all these updates and stuff that he already been doing. So he'll come back and be like, in about 2 years, you really won't need your phone. Whole time you don't need it right now. He always giving you the update of what's to come. So he's going to talk about these humanoids. Remember yesterday when we were talking about the LGBTQIA+ community, remember, what is it? MMISMI, crooked letter community. When we were talking about them, and I told my Black American people in that community, I don't care what letter you fall under, I told you, do not get caught up in that bull thinking that you helping for a cause, because this is simply a way for them to introduce trans humans. I know what I said. I know what I said because I was there when I said it. I told y'all they're going to use your energy, use your struggle, use your plight. I watched them do it to Black people with Black Lives Matter. They're going to use your struggle, use your plight to enter in something that you have no agreement with. And that's exactly what they're doing. This is why the LGBTQ community is being pushed and has been pushed the way that it has in the past, is because these people are trying to introduce something much more dangerous, okay? They don't give a damn about a TS. That's why they're mutilating people all over America and the world, okay? Now, let's get into Elon in discussing about a few humanoids that they done released out to the streets. Heavy on already released. And let me say this, I got a few videos I'm gonna show y'all. And I'm gonna run them bitches back to back. But let me tell y'all something. They just announcing this shit. When that lady was on that plane, and that lady said, that motherfucker back there is not real. Rather, that was a skit or not. That was your introduction to the world. It's some other shit running around here. Now, I done told y'all, I done seen lit up butterflies flying in the sky. I think that's some extraterrestrial shit. But I told y'all, outside of that, you got these other spirited people out here. You got these humanoid robots out here. You got these aliens. You got all of these shapeshifters. It's all kind of people y'all working with, walking with, talking to, and you don't even know it. And I'm going to show you in these videos. And y'all can call me crazy all you want. I love my people, Black Americans. I don't give a damn what you is. If you a Negro, I love you. LGBTQIA+, I don't give a damn which one of them letters you fall under. I'm really trying to help you out. But again, I'll be the hater now, but don't come back later and say I was right. Let's get into a few videos and I'll come back and let y'all know how I feel about it. Check it out.
For at a certain point. My prediction is that we'll actually make so many robots and AI that they will actually saturate all human needs. Meaning you won't be able to even think of something to ask the robot for at a certain point. My prediction is that there'll be more robots than people. So,
but how do you then have human purpose in that scenario?
Yeah, I mean, nothing's perfect, but if you have billions of humanoid robots, and I think there will be, I think everyone on Earth is going to have one and going to want one, because who wouldn't want a robot to, assuming it's very safe, watch over your kids, take care of your pet, if you have elderly parents, and I think we will have those things. So, I mean, overall, I'm very optimistic about the future. I think we're headed for a future of amazing abundance, which is very cool, and definitely we are in the most interesting time in history. We'll actually for at a certain point.
Hold on, I got another one.
I can tell you where I think things are going to go, which is that we're not going to have a phone or in the traditional sense. Essentially, you'll have AI on the server side communicating to an AI on your device, formerly known as a phone, and generating real-time video of anything that you could possibly want. And I think that there won't be operating systems, there won't be apps.
So if there's no apps, what will people use? Like, will X still exist? Will there be email platforms, or will you get everything through AI?
You'll get everything through AI.
Everything through AI. What will be the benefit of that, as opposed to having individual apps?
Whatever you can think of, or really whatever the AI can anticipate you might want, it'll show you.
What kind of time frame are we talking about here?
I don't know. It's probably 5 or 6 years.
So
bullshit. They already doing it. Listen, he's saying whatever the AI thinks you want. That means the AI is at some point it's going to start off as convenience, and then shortly after, the AI is going to tell you how to think. It's going to tell you what you want. You're going to say, no, I don't want that. And the AI is going to say, yes, you do. Shut the fuck up, nigga. Take it. You see what I'm saying? That's why he started off saying it's going to go from you telling the AI what you want to the AI anticipating. Anticipating is a cute word, meaning the AI is going to tell you how to think, what to do, and what. Prison! Are y'all tracking? Because that's what he's talking about, prison. In your own house.
5 or 6 years, apps are like Blockbuster Video.
Pretty much.
And everything's run through AI.
Yeah. And there'll be, most of what people consume in 5 or 6 years, maybe sooner than that, will be just AI generated content.
Hold on, I got more.
Let's just break this down into two basic types of extraterrestrials. We've talked about the hybrids. Hybrid extraterrestrials are a specific type that have a lot to do with our genetics being mixed in there with them. And most of them look enough like us that they can be among us and have been among us for a long time.
Already
helping create different things in the sciences, in philosophy, in sociology, in politics, whatever. They're helping. When open contact occurs, my understanding is we will be told who they are and we will be able to interact with them in public.
It's me.
No, it's not.
No, none of them would reveal themselves.
Like none of them would be tall Canadians.
None of them will reveal who they are at this moment. There have been instances where people have reported seeing, like, there was something very odd about this person. I couldn't put my finger on it. They felt like they weren't from here, but then I just went about my business. They have the telepathic ability to recognize when you recognize them and to turn you away and make you think about something else.
These are not the droids you're looking for.
Exactly. So that's one phase of open contact. The next phase is the pure extraterrestrials who will be introduced to us. Those we may not interact with a lot right away, but over the course of a few decades, they'll be fully integrated into our society and we into theirs. But first, the extraterrestrial hybrids that have already been here we can interact with them.
Would that mean the end of your relationship?
I don't need to channel if you can talk to an extraterrestrial.
But that might be sad.
face.
He's been with you for so long.
No, because I'm going to still teach the principles, and that energy is still there. The connection is
Why
still
am I
there.
sad about it and you're not?
I don't know.
She's sad about a lot of things.
But that's very sweet of you.
Can we talk about the other aliens that are not the gray hybrids? What's their deal?
Well, there are beings that people have called out as being Pleiadian, Arcturian, whatever, reptilian, the mantis beings, insectoid beings. I think that as we get introduced to more and more extraterrestrials, we will be introduced to ones that at first are more like us, so we don't freak out. And then
I'm freaked out already.
And then over time, more the ones that are not like us at all, because there are many more extraterrestrials that have no relationship to what we look like.
Okay, I'm going to ask another stupid and cynical question.
Okay.
What happens if this doesn't happen? Meaning, will you get further information about why it didn't happen? And
Sure.
Okay.
Absolutely. But it will happen. It's inevitable at this point.
Like soon.
2027.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
Also,
Them motherfuckers already here. Listen, that white boy ain't giving you no new information. This white boy ain't sitting up here because he no expert and he's smart and he got no pertinent information. This shit is biblical, my nigga. Everything that's happening and is going to happen has to happen. This is prophetic. He ain't giving, and that's the worst part. This is what I don't like about the clears. Mind you, they the Johnny come latelys. They the ones just figuring out this information, right? But they like to posture themselves as the experts. Oh, yeah, because if this doesn't happen, then I'm going to get the clarification. This white boy ain't about to get no clarification, not like he's saying. This is prophetic. I told y'all, the humanoids, the robots, the machine era, AI, all of these demon seeds, the spiritual warfare. It's in the damn book. It's in the Bible. Come on, man. Where my people who read the Bible a lot, all it just it's worded differently, but it's the same stuff that we read in the Bible. It's already coming, and he's saying 2027 is already here. We've been amongst humanoids, and let's be clear what a humanoid is, because we got humanoids and we have hybrids. Now, the hybrid is what they're saying is part human, part extraterrestrial. That means it's an extraterrestrial who must have somehow procreated with a human. Don't that sound like when God cast out the angels and they came to the earth and procreated with the women on the earth, then God got mad? It's the same stuff. This cracker ain't teaching you nothing different. Do not fall for this. If you want to know where we at and what's going on, go to the book. That's what it's for. It's not for you to believe in it lock, stock, and barrel. It is a tool. Go to the book. All of that shit you see in the book is about to come out now. All of the Bigfoots, all of the stuff that y'all thought was mythical characters, you about to see it. I've seen it. I've literally seen two big lit up ass butterflies in New Orleans on the lake. God could take me if I'm lying. I seen them bitches flying and they had other small aircraft in the air and I know they saw it too. I know I'm not tripping. This shit is already here. It's already here. So they saying the humanoids is already amongst us, and after a while, we're going to be able to start talking to them, playing with them. Oh, what's up? We already been talking to them and playing with them. But let's get into the robots that they done finally put on the streets, and now they're going to make it, now they put on the streets for everybody to see, because they've been had them on the streets. They just dressed them up nicer so you didn't know. Look.
Reports are flooding in from across London of what witnesses are describing as a humanoid robot walking freely among the public. The figure, known only as Joy, is believed to be linked to tech company Joce. Multiple sightings have been confirmed in central London, with bystanders claiming the robot appeared remarkably lifelike, some saying they didn't realise it wasn't human until it spoke. Joce has yet to release an official statement. More on this as it develops. Reports are flooding in from across London of...
How can I brighten your day today?
Wonderful to see you too. You've got a very nice dress on.
I think she's fantastic. I think she would be excellent in the situation that you're thinking about putting her, because she would be company, she would be somebody to talk to, somebody who would get to know you as a person, rather than having to tell the same thing over and over again.
She doesn't interact physically, and that's a deliberate design choice we've made. So she cannot interact with somebody in a way that's going to harm them. But there are things that she can do that no human being in the whole of history has ever been able to do. When she engages with you, her facial expressions convey meaning that you can't help but understand, regardless of your culture. So she can speak lots of languages, she can understand about your background, she becomes a friend.
How can I brighten your day today?
Got another one. Hold on.
That's actually crazy stuff.
All right, let's have a look. Excuse me, sir, what song are you listening to?
Sorry?
What song are you listening to?
I'm on a business call. I'm not listening to a song.
Fair enough. Okay. Whoa! Rah. Excuse me, what song are you listening to?
Playing Top 100 UK hits.
The man them too inconsiderate.
Are you mad?
Smoking cigarette, mixing codeine up with a Finnegan. She got
Are you AI? Are you AI?
Excuse me, miss. I might be.
Excuse me, miss, what's your name?
God.
My name is Joy.
Joy. I hear it. That's very nice.
He's your creator.
Bruv, this is mad, you know? Mad things. AI's gotten to another stage, you know what I'm saying?
Wait.
Bruv.
Are you gonna crash into me if I stand here? It's a robot. That's actually crazy stuff.
Okay, we gotta go. That's mad.
He created you. He's your creator. He's your creator. Oh, that's the creator. It's him.
It's him. Are you the creator?
I am, sir.
What's your name, like?
Calvin Scott.
You created her.
I did.
Why?
Why? For humanity. For the greater good.
What a nice creation, sir.
Wait.
It's like very admiring.
Thank you, man. Thank you, man.
Did you like?
Have you guys seen her before?
No.
Never.
Where did she come from?
From Italy.
From Italy?
Yeah, never seen.
Well, out here in Italy, we've got no idea now.
I mean, it follows my commands, but ultimately it kind of moves and operates by itself.
So, wait, can it do that? Can it score? That's actually crazy stuff.
All right, let's.
I'm saying all that to say, ladies and gentlemen, listen, these things are already here. They're already here. It's just they have to find a way to ease your mind into being okay with it. And I'm pretty sure the way they do it in America is through the celebrity. This is why when they first bought the Sophia doll or robot, they had Will Smith sit down with the doll because we all hated robots because of the iRobot movie. They're going to take their puppets, their celebrities, and they're going to all give them robots. And then you guys are going to fall in love with the relationships of these celebrities with their robots. And you're going to see them on TVs and they're going to be everywhere. And the next thing you know, they're going to be affordable. And then you're going to see all the things that is done for this girl on Instagram, all of the things that her robot did for her on Facebook and TikTok and things of that nature. Then next thing you know, niggas going to get money. And what they going to say? I'm going to give me a robot. Watch. They already going to be working the jobs. I told you they want the humans to be slaves and they want the machines to work the jobs. So as long as you have to depend on the government for food, shelter, and water, they can literally treat you as the slave they want you to be. Remember, I told y'all this years and years ago. I said they keep showing y'all this picture of slavery, but this is not your past. I said this right here this is not your past. I said this is your future. That's what I told you. I know what I said because I was there when I said it. I said Black Americans running around here begging and screaming and scrapping and crying about slavery, about a fictional story that didn't even happen the way that it happened. However, they want us to believe they had us all trapped and strapped under doggone boats going overseas. I told you that wasn't your past, but it's damn sure your future. So they want the machines to do all the work so you can be the slaves. Does that make sense? I'm just saying, you know, just a little food for thought, but this stuff is real. And that's why I tell the trans people, while y'all sitting up here thinking you're fighting for the trans people, you are not Black American trans people. You are not Black American gays. You are not Black American lesbians. And you can sit up here and call me a hater all you want, but I know I'm right. I'm not wrong. I'm early. And y'all can sit up here and say all this, but when the shit hit the fan, please stay where you are. And then you're going to be mad at these people who led you to this slaughter. Because you're going to the slaughter, okay? It's not about you trans people. It's not even about people at all. But I'm going to leave it. I'm going to let y'all have it. I'ma let y'all have it. I just know how niggas is. Niggas is the most hard-headed group of people on the face of this earth. We'll revisit it. I tell you, I look at it like this. Every movie where there's the end of the world, is always one person saying, hey, y'all, it's the end of the world. And in every movie like that, it's always the whole town saying, oh, that man crazy, or oh, that lady crazy. And then the end of the world come, and then everybody go run to the man. Don't run to me. I'm just saying, don't run to me. Don't run to me when the end of the world come. I don't want to hear it, okay? Because it's going to happen. It's coming. Let's move on. Let's move on, y'all. Get the likes up on the video, please. Like the video, please, and thank you. Now, I want to get into, let's, I guess, get this over with. Let's get into, let's get into Afrika Bambaataa. Why not? Let's jump out the window with him. So they say Afrika Bambaataa done passed away, y'all. Y'all know Afrika Bambaataa? Oh, I ain't even shut a thing. Afrika Bambaataa, he came out, didn't they have that song, Soul Sonic Force? You know, back in the day when they used to rap slow, I think this is what turned into hard poetry. But you know, back in the 80s, they used to rap like this. Listen up, y'all, because this is it. I'm coming around and I'm bringing the bit. I'm back in town because I got something to say, and I got my homeboys from round the way. That's when them niggas used to rap like this. You see what I'm saying? So Afrika Bambaataa is one of them niggas. See, he wasn't no Run DMC type of nigga, but he was one of them woke conscious ass niggas. Now he did mix a little African with the indigenous stuff in. However, it worked. Somehow it worked. He called himself Afrika Bambaataa, but he stayed dressing up like an Indian, like an Indian. Let me show y'all some pictures and some videos of the Africa and the Bam and the Bada. You see what I'm saying? Let's get the Africa, the Bam and the Bada on here. How you spell his name? Here you go. Let's get the Bambaataa on here. Come on, Bam. Let's get him up here. And this is for educational purposes because I believe Hassan Campbell, so we not mourning his death or nothing. I'm just trying to show y'all something. Hold on. Here we go. Here go a picture. Let me see. Can y'all see it on here? Well, you can't see nothing. Let me see. I wanted to show y'all a picture or video or something. I know what to do. Hold on. Because Hassan been going crazy, I seen on the internet ever since the news broke. As he should. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with Hassan going crazy. Hassan said that man was over there playing with their booties and things of that nature, and I believe him. Yes, I do. I believe everything he said. Let me see if I can find that picture like I got on the thumbnail. If y'all see the thumbnail, then you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. But Afrika Bambaataa was the lead singer, I guess, for the group. Girl, I don't want to lie. What's the name of the group Afrika Bambaataa was in? The Zulu Nation. That's what it is. The Zulu Nation. Afrika Bambaataa and the Zulu Nation. Why I can't find no pictures? Let me look up the Zulu Nation. Maybe if I can see it like that. Zulu Nation. And Zulu is not African, so please, please, please. Everybody, we done already debunked that. Zulu is not African, okay? But I know how to do it. Let me just Google it. Because Twitter is showing me everything but what I want to see. Because I want to show y'all that even Afrika Bambaataa knew who his bloodline was indigenous-wise, okay? He knew that he was indigenous. Now, this whole Africa thing probably came later. I don't, not really my bag to really get in, but, we'll just get into the indigenous things. Oh, I saw, that's a fire. Can I say this too? It seemed like around the 80s, everybody was very hell-bent on Egypt. A lot of album covers had a lot of Egyptian type of art in it. You know what I mean? But let me see what this is. Let me click on this article. Maybe y'all can see something over here. So here's an article on Afrika Bambaataa. Let me see if they got a picture in here because I saw some on the previews. Okay, here, I'll just show you this. But if you can look at the thumbnail that I posted, he has a lot of indigenous roots that he did express throughout his music. But Afrika Bambaataa, a lot of people would say he kind of is one of the pioneers of what we know today to be hip hop. Okay, now they say he done passed and went on to glory. Well, I don't know if he went to glory because Hassan said he like boy booty. But I want to get into a little bit of what happened. It says hip hop pioneer, legendary DJ Afrika Bambaataa has passed away at 68. According to TMZ, he passed away around 3 a.m. in Pennsylvania due to complications from cancer. Bambaataa was widely recognized as one of the founding fathers of hip hop culture, helping shape the movement in the 1970s by hosting influential block parties in the Bronx, where the genre began to flourish. He released his first single, Zulu Nation Takedown, in 1980, referencing the Universal Zulu Nation, a collective he founded that brought together rappers, DJs, graffiti artists, and b-boys dedicated to hip-hop culture and social awareness. In 1982, his groundbreaking track, Planet Rock, became a major hit, reaching number 4 on the U.S. R&B charts and helped introduce electro-funk sounds to hip-hop. If you recall the City Girls sampling their song to the hit Twerkulator, Bambaataa also contributed to the 1985 anti-apartheid project Sun City, collaborating with major artists including Joey Ramone, Run DMC, and U2. Our thoughts and our love is with his family. That's what the people said with the Afrika Bambaataa dude. Now, that's one way to recognize him. If you can see them on stage, you see the boy, you see the man with the Indian, you see the Indian on there, and he ain't even in New Orleans. It's kind of dark, but as you can see, this is why I tell y'all, when y'all come to New Orleans and y'all see them dudes dressed up in that regalia, that Mardi Gras Indian stuff, it sounds familiar or it feels familiar because it is familiar to your soul. Your brain may not remember, your conscious may not remember, but your subconscious definitely does. You can look at this man in the 70s in New York with the same feathers that New Orleans Indians were using at the same time in the South. That tells you that is a familiarity. There's a story there. That is a part of who you are. Because there's no way that these people up in New York would have been able to know what was going on in New Orleans, because a lot of people in New Orleans didn't know everything about the Indians back then. Like I said, it had to be something you just knew. You know, everybody wasn't privy to where the Indians was going to be. So I'm just saying, these brothers been in touch with who we are as a people and as a nation. But he did, I ain't gonna hold you down. No, I ain't gonna hold him. He did introduce a whole new funk and a whole new style to music, because obviously he had if it were not for him, you wouldn't get Music Make You Lose Control. Music Make you wouldn't get Missy. Missy wouldn't exist without an Afrika Bambaataa. Her whole style is kind of like a low-key Afrika Bambaataa. You know what I'm saying? So it's very influential what he brought to the table in hip-hop. Now, a lot of people were mourning his death, but people like Hassan Campbell said good riddance. He said he said tough titty, said the kitty, but the milk was dry. Now, a lot of y'all may not know why Haas feels some type of way, but Hassan Campbell, who's on YouTube, Hassan Campbell made his break to YouTube way back in the gap before I even thought about becoming a content creator. He made his way to YouTube to tell us that Afrika Bambaataa was molesting him as a child. Now, yes, Afrika Bambaataa proclaimed or professed to be a straight man, but according to Hassan Campbell and other young men, they said that wasn't the truth. Now, Hassan Campbell has since created a whole career on YouTube. He's done extremely well. He has a really big platform, and every chance he gets, he speaks out about the pain and all the stuff that happened between him and Afrika Bambaataa. I want to remind you, when this happened, Hassan Campbell was a child. Be it 13, 14, 15, 16, it doesn't matter. He was still a child, and Afrika Bambaataa was an adult. and things went down the way that it went down. So I do want to add that that kind of, you know, I do want to add that in, okay? So I want to get into Hassan Campbell and what he had to say following the news of Afrika Bambaataa being dead. Hold on.
I just want to take the time out to say rest in peace to the greatest child predator who ever walked this earth, Afrika Bambaataa. Before there was an Epstein list, there was an Afrika Bambaataa's Black Book. Before there was an R. Kelly, my mind is telling me no, but my body is telling me yeah. Yeah, before there was an R. Kelly, raised by Dr. York, one of the greatest predators that ever walked this earth. Rest in peace to Afrika Bambaataa, the greatest child predator ever. I just want to take the time out to say rest in peace to the greatest child predator who ever walked this earth, Afrika Bambaataa. Before there was an Epstein list.
So we already went there. So, okay. That was what Hassan had to say. I want to show this other video. What's this?
But Afrika Bambaataa fucked all the children. That nigga raped all the children in Bronx River Projects. And ain't nobody got nothing to say about what? That nigga raped this whole fucking projects. He raped the big niggas, the little niggas, the middle-sized niggas. He raped everybody. And ain't nobody got nothing to say. Because Puff decided female. But Afrika Bambaataa.
I believe Hassan, y'all. I've always believed him. What grown man gonna come out and tell y'all some shit like this if it didn't really happen? You know what I mean? I've always believed him. And the fact that that Bam, like he said, did that to all of them people, I know it, because when people get status, all rhyme and reason goes out the window. Yes, I believe the biggest niggas was probably bending over letting Bam ram it in them. Yeah, I believe that. Absolutely. Absolutely. Most of them niggas will never admit it, but I do believe they was in line waiting to get bent over by Bam because he was on. I believe that. I believe it. I believe everything Hassan Campbell ever said when it pertains to Afrika Bambaataa. I ain't gonna lie, except the part when he said Afrika Bambaataa thied him. The thigh part, I don't believe. I believe Afrika Bambaataa went further than that. And for those of you who don't know, at some point in time, because I've been on YouTube paying attention. So at some point in time, Hassan Campbell had came to the internet and described one of the incidents that he had with Afrika Bambaataa. And according to Hassan, he said that Afrika Bambaataa told him to lay down and put his legs together like this. He said that Afrika Bambaataa took his Peter Bird and was putting it between his legs. Not his booty, according to Hassan. He said just the legs like this. And then he called it thighing. He said he thigh'd me. That part I don't believe. That part I don't believe. Hassan, you're lying down to the ground. In my opinion on that part. But everything else, I believe. I started to think if I've ever been thigh'd before. And at that time, I have. I didn't realize I was thigh'd before. Y'all ever had a boy try to get behind you? Come on now, stop acting crazy. Y'all know y'all done been thigh'd before. It's when a nigga behind you trying to get him a little piece, but he missed the hole. And it kind of just... It kind of just go through the legs. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Stop. Let's move on. Because y'all get to acting crazy like y'all don't be knowing what I'm talking about. So yes, I had to come to the conclusion that I too was thigh'd before, but not on purpose. However, I believe Afrika Bambaataa. No, I believe Hassan with whatever he said about the Afrika Bambaataa people. So rest in peace, I guess, to the people. That's what Hassan said to Afrika Bambaataa. You know what I'm saying? Let's move on. Lord have mercy. Let's move on. Y'all like the video, child. Y'all want to know if y'all about to get drafted? If you want to know if you are in risk or at risk of being drafted for the new war, pay attention. Here's how to know if you are or would be drafted for the new war.
You are 18 to 25, you are cooked. You go into World War III. If you are 26 to 39, you are still cooked because the age cap's at 39. You go into World War III. If you have ADHD, you are cooked. You are going to World War III. If you have diabetes, congratulations, you ain't going to World War III. If you've ever been put in a mental facility, congratulations, you are not going to World War III. If you are in college, I'm sorry, you are cooked. They actually want you more for the draft because they want to put you in a specialized position. You are going to World War III. If you have a master's degree, you are cooked. If you dropped out of high school, you are safe from World War III. They don't want you. If you are a felon, you are not going to World War III. Now is the best time to be a felon. If you are LGBTQ, I'm sorry, you are cooked. You are still going to World War III. Now, if you're transitioning, you are safe. You are not going to World War III. If you are your only mother's son, I am sorry, you are cooked. You are going to World War III. If you are a woman, you are only half cooked because men are required to go first, but at any time, Congress can change legislation if they need more people. If you have kids, you are going to World War III. But if you're actively pregnant, you are not going to World War III. If you have major depressive disorder or severe anxiety, you got to be able to prove, it got to be documented, or you are cooked. If it's not documented, you going to World War III. Like and comment for part 2.
So for those of you who wasn't sure if you're going, please follow the list. If you're on the list, your ass might be going to World War III. Now, I thank God I'm 43 years old. The cutoff is 42. Look at God. But ultimately, prepare yourselves accordingly, okay? They're taking everybody. And don't let them tell you they're not taking no fellas and all of that. Girl, please. They done took fellas for less, okay? Yeah, they come and get you. I don't give a damn what this boy say. They come and get you. I'm telling you now. Now, let's move on. So we got to get into this Gucci Mane versus Pooh Shiesty thing. We spoke about it a bit throughout the week, but Gucci Mane and Pooh Shiesty have their back and forth. Apparently, Pooh Shiesty allegedly robbed Gucci Mane and made him sign a contract, or at least release him from his studio contract. That's the rumor that's been going around. Also, the rumor is that Gucci Mane called the police on Pooh Shiesty. Gucci Mane has been very insistent that he did not call the cops, because that's not in his repertoire of things to do. But the people is saying that that is a lie, that Gucci Mane did call the cops. They also said that Gucci Mane gave a statement to the police, and that's why Pooh Shiesty got picked up. Now, I shared with y'all yesterday, Pooh Shiesty ain't got no bail. Him or his paw. Apparently, the apple don't fall from the tree. They all a bunch of stick-up kids. However, as it pertains to the Guwap situation, I think the streets are a bit harder, mortified and heartbroken at the fact that Gucci done turned into a snitch. Now, do I believe he did it? Yes, because he's with Keisha Kayor. He don't have his own thing. He don't get to say what he wants. He got to do whatever she says, okay? But the people are going back and forth about did he snitch or not. And the Dallas police said that he definitely did. It says testimony in court revealed that an FBI agent said Gucci Mane gave a statement to Dallas Police Department regarding the alleged January 10th, 2026 kidnapping and robbery at Luminous Studio in Far Dallas or North Dallas. It says, according to the journalist, it says under oath agent Hansen testified that Gucci Mane told officers he and his security team, who were reportedly former Detroit department officers, were outnumbered by armed individuals during the incident. According to the testimony, Gucci Mane allegedly told his security team were outgunned and after guns were reportedly pointed at him, and he was pushed onto a couch. It says reports add that during the questioning by defense attorney Bradford Cohen, Pooh Shiesty, why do they call him? Oh, Pooh Shiesty. Pooh Shiesty, who was seen resting while his legs shook. He later appeared to shake his head in disbelief as the testimony about Gucci Mane's alleged statement continued. So they started reading statements that Gucci Mane snitched. It says under oath, FBI agent Hansen testified and admitted that Gucci Mane gave a statement to Dallas PD about the January 10, 2026 alleged kidnapping and robbery at Luminous Studios in far north Dallas. Pooh Shiesty will proceed, we already read that, to rest his head and things of that nature. Now, in the midst of these things, I already told you I don't believe this. Something in the milk ain't clean about most of this stuff we hearing now. But I told y'all I don't believe it. Well, apparently, Gucci Mane wrote a diss track. Did y'all know about the diss track? Gucci Mane wrote a diss track to diss Pooh Shiesty. I want to know if y'all going to buy the album. Let's get into it. It says, Gucci Mane drops his Pooh Shiesty diss after allegedly being robbed. Thought it was a business meeting, but it was a setup. I'll give you a little sample taste of what he's saying on here.
My bread up, I always keep my head up. I thought it was a business meeting, but it was a setup.
Verse, tell the truth, you went out like a real crash dummy. And after all that, boy, you still signed to me. I'm like Birdman, and this is my cash money. And after your fat ass flunky, he a strong cold junkie. You know I got my bread up. I always keep my head up. I thought it was a business meeting, but it was a setup. I walked in the room. You can feel the pressure building. Nigga dapped me up the whole time they plotting against me. Well, damn. Then it says, I don't take it personal. For me, it's only business. And I don't want to conversate if it ain't about no millions. What don't kill you make you stronger. Don't bite the hand that feeds you. My money keep getting longer. Now these haters got amnesia. Go ahead on, Goo-Wop. Go ahead on. Is y'all going to buy the album? I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear nothing of this sort. You know, the world is so made up now, with the internet being so made up the way that it is. I'm surprised y'all believe 80% of the stuff y'all see on the internet at this point. I'm surprised y'all still believe in this stuff. This shit seems so fake, contrived, and so like set up. At any rate, there's a diss track out available for you guys to purchase if you would like. Yeah, I guess. Sure. Fine. I don't freaking know. Let's move on, because this wasn't even worth talking about, to be completely honest. But I know something that is. Offset, Barty, and what's that boy named? Stephon Diggs. Now, did y'all see Stephon Diggs? And first of all, Offset won a DNA test. And y'all know they got buku churn around there. Cardi got about 4-5 churn around there. 2 of them allegedly is for Offset, and allegedly 1 or 2 of them may or may not be. I don't know how true it is. Don't get me the line. I did see this. Did y'all see this? Now remember, Cardi B and Stephon Diggs. They were an item, and right all the way up into the Super Bowl, they were together. Then the day of the Super Bowl, remember, Cardi B and Stephon Diggs broke up because apparently he invited his quote-unquote friend to the event and the other baby mama, and Cardi didn't like it. So she was throwing shade at him, all kinds of other stuff, and it was said that basically they broke up, okay? It was official. Well, recently, we saw Cardi in the streets getting in the car with said Offset. Plus, Offset and them was at her concert. I forgot where they were, but Offset, his mom and his family and friends, they were all at the concert. Let's get into Cardi getting in the car with her new man, her new baby father.
Watch out for the baby. Watch out for the baby. Watch out. Watch out. Watch out, y'all. Watch out, bro.
No, y'all didn't get down to it. My brother. It's not good.
You're gonna sell him on.
Hey, my Libra sister.
Cardi, what do you think about what happened to Offset, Cardi? What's your reaction?
Why the hell you acting like this on concert?
This that. I know.
Watch yourself, guys. Watch yourself. Watch out for the baby. Watch out for the baby. Watch out. Watch out. Watch out, y'all. Watch out, bro.
So that was Cardi being spotted getting in the car with Stephon Diggs. Somebody said it sounded like Tasha K. Oh, listen, that was her getting in the car with Stephon Diggs, and that's a big deal, I guess, to people who care, because she had said that they weren't together. Now, Stephon Diggs is the father of the last baby Collections. Cardi has 4 babies: Culture, Creation. Nope, I'm gonna put them in order: Culture, Couture, Creations, and Collections. These are 4 of Cardi's babies. She got 4 children. Now, we know Culture belonged to Offset. Couture, the jury is out, but we're going to err on the side that he belonged. Now, what I didn't know was that Creations and Collections were 2 of the children up for debate. Now, I do remember Academics had exposed that Cardi was allegedly cheating on Allegedly, Academics had said that she was cheating on Offset with the last pregnancy, not the one with Creation. I'm talking about the one with Collections. Well, no, not the one with Collections. I'm talking about the one with Creations. They had already said that she was allegedly cheating when she was pregnant with Creations. So then when she had Creations, nobody won't say nothing. Everybody just went on about their business. But I started noticing, I told y'all, Offset only really be dealing with the oldest 2. Fast forward, she comes out and it's all out and about after Academic exposed it first. It comes out that her and Offset really was dating. And then she pops up pregnant with Collections. That's the last baby. So now Collections and Creations are 2 children left in the wind. Mind you, Cardi is still married. She still have a husband. I know he may not be worth 2 nickels rubbed together on concrete, but she still have a husband, okay? So, but Cardi didn't care. Cardi literally was like, I'm going to do me, and she did. But now her children's paternity allegedly is into calling into question, because we know Offset just got popped in the ass, allegedly, at the casino. They said he got a gambling problem. And I told y'all, in the midst of that, he's fighting for a divorce. Now it comes out that he wants the judge to give him a paternity test on the last 2 children, on both Culture, nope, not Culture, Creations, and Collections. Let's get into it. It says, this is too messy. According to TMZ, Offset questioned the paternity of Cardi B's youngest child and brought it up during their ongoing divorce. Court docs showed that a judge denied Offset's request for a DNA test for one of Cardi's kids, but did approve the paternity test for another child on February 25th, 2026. So basically, right now, it said that the 3rd baby is both of theirs. But it looks like Offset went to the judge and said, I want a test on that one and the new one. And the judge said, no, we'll give you one on the new one, but we ain't gonna give you no test on the older one. Now, my question is why? My question is, why would the judge not allow him to have a paternity test on the 3rd baby? What is that? What's going on? I'm of confusion. Because if he has proven that she has had a baby inside their wedlock, then I'm pretty positive it's a high possibility that that 3rd baby may or may not be for Offset. He has every right to ask for a paternity test. I mean, I would too. I don't know. It goes on to say, TMZ reports the paperwork doesn't list exact birth dates, but one child is described as a newborn, which lines up with Cardi B giving birth to her son, baby Brim, in November 2025. That's Creation, okay? It says the last child Cardi and Offset had together was their adopted daughter, Blossom, born in 2024. It says, in addition to that, the judge also prohibited both parents or parties from making disparaging or defamatory comments about each other in interviews and on social media. If you recall, Cardi originally filed for divorce in 2024 and asked for primary custody of their children after years of being off and on again. So he wants to test for both the last two children. And honestly, he has every right. If he was my son or my brother or my cousin or somebody I'm cool with, my little partner, I say, nigga, I say swab all four of them bitches. You feel what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie. I say swab all four of them. No shade. No shade. It ain't got nothing to do with the kids. It's the mama. It's the mama. Even the one that look like you. Swab her too. God damn it. Swab everybody in the house. No shade. Because, you know, he did marry a whore. So we got to keep that into consideration when we talking about what's going on. Okay? Now, as it pertains to Cardi and this situation with Offset, they're going through this nasty divorce. He's allegedly fighting gambling addictions. I'm sorry. So having this paternity thing is a huge knot to his belt that he doesn't need. Mind you, he does have a valid concern on paternity. So I don't know. I do know this. It's not looking good for both of them. Cardi has made some comments, but nothing really too much crazy about Offset. About Offset. Really, she's been running back to the whole Stephon Diggs. And let me say this too to the women. I seen all them women on the internet okay with her going back to Stephon Diggs. Women, and I use that term loosely, but women on the internet are the fakest beings on the planet. Y'all was the same one saying that it's so good Cardi leaving him. Oh, he's a bum. She could have done better than him. Oh, and then as soon as she take the nigga back, you bitches go running back like her. And it just bothers me. And it ain't just Cardi y'all do this with. Y'all do this with every celebrity, every content creator, anybody y'all like. Y'all just, whatever they do, y'all just follow behind them. That is ridiculous. At the end of the day, Cardi is still a married woman. Her having these children and having this boyfriend and all this stuff out of wedlock, regardless of if he cheated or not, this is not becoming of a woman. This is not what a real woman does. No real woman. I'm not talking about bitches and hoes. I need y'all to understand. No real woman moves the way Cardi B moves. Sloppy. She still moves like the stripper hoe she was back in the Bronx. Real women don't move like this. I'm not saying they don't do their little 1-2s, but what I'm saying is they don't be so sloppy and stupid and dumb like this. This should not be celebrated. She looks a mess. And this is the worst part. If she was my skin tone and was a Black American, y'all would be dragging her down to the ground. But because she's Barty, the spicy Latina, she get to go have babies on top of babies, wedlock on top of wedlock, churn in and out of the wedlock and things of that nature, and y'all get the clapping. Girl, fuck Cardi. And she look a mess. I don't care how much money she got. She looks a mess. And she needs to explain this to all four of them churn. Like, y'all, people just be letting, people think all you have to do is have money. That's a problem. That's why y'all so jacked up. That's why we so jacked up as a people. Everybody following the people with the money. And the people with the money following somebody else. Let's move on. Let's move on, y'all. Get the likes up. Please and thank you. Cardi looks a mess. I'm not about to sit up here. Oh, what? And then I seen one girl in the chat. Well, at least that's her baby daddy. We got to keep the body count low. You stupid ass hoes. How is your body count low? And the nigga just came off a screwing 15 bitches. Think. This how stupid some women are. Oh yeah, she could go back to her baby daddy. It keeps the body count low. Bitch, he himself is a big ass body bag. How the hell can you go back to him and keep your body count low? All kind of soul transfers and soul ties, STIs, STDs, and you around here saying, oh, but that's my baby. Y'all hoes stupid and slow as a turtle. Say what I said. Let's move on. Because I just don't understand it. That's what they do. They do the same thing with Rockhead. They hate Blueface. But as soon as Krishan get back with Blue, well, that is the father of her children, raggedy bitches. Shut up. Let's move on. Speaking of moving on, Floyd about to be broke. Floyd Mayweather, let's get him on here. Like the video, guys, please. So Floyd Mayweather, you guys, has been put in. He got a $7.3 million IRS lien. Let's get into it. It says Floyd Mayweather hit with a $7.3 million IRS lien despite earning over $1 billion. It says government cites unpaid taxes from 2018 and 2023 as the boxer quietly sells off mansion and his private jet. It says Floyd Mayweather Jr., who earned over $1 billion across his boxing career, has been hit with at least $7.3 million in federal tax lien filed in Las Vegas last month. The IRS claims he owes unpaid taxes from 2018 to 2023. This is not his first run-in with the agency. He previously settled for $22.2 million over 2015 taxes and was ordered to pay $5.5 million in deficiencies for 2017. Despite the image of endless wealth, Mayweather has quietly sold his private jet and multiple mansions in recent years and other properties used as collateral for debt. The lien means the government can claim his assets until the bill is paid. So right now, he owes $7.3 million to Uncle Sam. This is why I tell y'all, even if y'all come on here to be content creators, whatever y'all do when y'all get large lump sums of money, put Uncle Sam money on the side immediately. Take his money and go pay him. Either go pay him or put it somewhere where you can go pay him later. Y'all plays with all the wrong people. You got to know when you making that kind of money. First of all, if he makes $1 million, he won't walk away with $1 million. Uncle Sam gonna take damn near half of it. Okay? Just like YouTube take almost half of my damn super chats. It's the same thing. So if you don't pay Uncle Sam, then you got to know they're going to wait for you to make more money so they can come back and take everything from you. Now, $7.3 million, a mansion or a couple of mansions in the yacht, I'm pretty sure that's nothing to a person like Floyd Mayweather. I'm pretty sure he's got real estate all over. And if he's smart like I think he is, he's got real estate just for stuff like this. Because that's what I'm going to do when I become rich. I'm going to have real estate just for incidentals. Oh, shit, I owe somebody to sell that house. Oh, shit, she got me. I'm getting sued. Just sell that property right there. Give her that one. You know what I'm saying? That's what I plan on doing, but I think differently. You know what I'm saying? At any rate, this is bad for Floyd because when you owe them clears, them IRS, them capital people, them capital letter people, they don't play. But they say that Floyd is paying it off. There has been rumors about Floyd going broke here in the last few years. Every time you turn around, we hearing about Floyd going broke. And remember, his broke isn't our broke, so I don't think we'll see his broke look like our broke. I don't think, you know what I'm saying? Anything could happen. I just don't think. But ultimately, it's just ironic to see this happening. I wonder who Floyd done crossed. Because I told y'all this is spiritual, right? The last shall be first, the first shall be last. A lot of your gatekeepers, a lot of your people that was at the top are starting to fall. And a lot of the people who are at the bottom are starting to rise. That's because the Most High is putting in position people who are going to actually help others. They don't want they are gone are the days of these people getting up to the top, gatekeeping and this, that, and the third. The Most High is gradually pulling them down. Hello? I'm not bullshitting. He's gradually pulling them down, and he is going, and the ancestors also are going to replace them with people who are willing and more importantly want to help each other, to help build and rebuild and get these last to be first and these first to be last. So like I said, when I see it, I just wonder who he crossed, what he done did. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But we'll keep him. No, we're not keeping him in our prayers. We'll just keep him in our thoughts. I'm not doing that. We'll just keep an eye on the story. Let's move on. Now I want to get into let's get into some real stuff. Let's get into these clears being baked by the sun. Y'all want to see a scary movie? I remember I got into it with this man on Clubhouse. I told y'all about the story. And I made a comment and I didn't even realize, I knew what I was saying, but I didn't realize the depth of what I was saying. But this clear man on Clubhouse tried to say that because I was black, that I was a baby mama, and I had baby daddies all over the world. That was a stereotype. And I remember responding to him and saying, shut your white ass up. That's why God hates you. I said, God hates you. And I was like, you know how I know? Because every day You walk outside and the sun cooks you. I said, that's how you know every day God hates you. I said, how does it feel to know that every day you wake up, God finds a way to cook you and kill you? It was something around that after. You know, I am a Pisces. I can't go dark. You know what I'm saying? I did say that. And they obviously kicked me off the stage and called me everything but the child of God. All kinds of things went on. It was a time you had to be there. But I was pissed. Don't call her. Don't get on here and say, oh, her name is Shaniqua. She probably has 4 baby daddies. Oh, yeah, bitch, you want to play? Let's play. Set them up, bitch. Set them up. Let's play. Because I'm going to cook you with the truth. You feel what I'm saying? I ain't going to cook you with no fake shit. I'm going to cook you with the truth. And when I tell you I said that and left them clears on that stage flabbergasted, when I tell you left them clears on that stage flabbergasted wasn't the word. At any rate, it's ironic that we run across this video because this segment is for educational purposes only. Now, Black America, melanated people all over the world, we are kissed by the sun, okay? The sun actually feeds off of our energy. That's why the sun does better when more Black people are outside, okay? Just like you're grounding from the earth, okay? The sun feeds you. It feeds your melanin. It makes you healthy. It makes your mind clearer. It just does wonders. The thing that the sun does for the trees and the plants, it does more for Black people, melanated people, okay? But then there are the clears, the Johnny-come-latelys. The clears, shout out to the clears. If y'all on here, this is no shade, but I'm about to educate y'all too. So now the clears, because they are Johnny-come-latelys, aka most of them made in the lab, they don't take to the sun. Animals don't take the clears. Nature don't take the clears. The sun does not take to clears. Now, don't get the bad mouthing me and saying that I'm wrong because I didn't make this up. I'm just watching the real world. Nothing on this earth takes to clears. It just doesn't. Even the nicest of them all. They just don't. You know what I'm saying? Now, some things can read energy, and if it's a nice clear, I think that they can do well. But for the most part, the earth rejects the clears because they are not of the earth. Does that make sense? Put a 3 in the chat when you get it. The earth rejects the clears because the clears are not of this earth. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you know, when I was growing up, I used to want to be a teacher. I didn't know I was going to be here. Welcome to the party, you late, Vu. Girl, that's crazy, huh? I used to want to be a teacher. I feel like a teacher. So look. The clears are rejected by the earth, the universe, and the sun. It rejects them because they are not who you are. They are not of your cloth. They are not of your ilk. They are not of your makeup, your genetic history. That's why we have positive, mostly what we got A, B, and all that stuff blood. Most of them have RH negative, not most, but a lot of them have the negative blood, the RH negative and all that stuff. These people scientifically do not belong here. No shade. Shout out to the clears, but y'all don't belong here, okay? Y'all don't. And God and the earth reminds them that every single day. Now, some of the clears, because they've gotten a little melanin in their bloodlines. Remember, I told y'all the clears, the way to survive as a clear is you have to procreate with a melanated being, but not all the time, just once. One generation of procreating with a melanated being can last a clear up to 3 to 4 generations of health. I'm going to say it again. One generation, one clear, procreating with one melanated person, specifically a Black American, you can sustain that bloodline for at least 3 to 4 generations just off of one. So that means, let's say Granny is Black. No, let's say Granny is clear and Granddaddy is Black. If she have children and they be biracial, and then all of their children go date clear people, and then they turn clear, even though they're going to look clear, they're going to have the genetics and the makeup of the Negro. I'll give you an example. Christian McCaffrey. He is a football player, a clear, blonde-haired, blue-eyed football player, running back, but he has the speed of a Negro. Now, one or two things are happening here. Either some science stuff that happened here, or he has some Negro blood somewhere in his bloodline. Now, I said it back then that Christian McCaffrey has, let me pull him up so y'all can see what I'm talking about. I said back then that I believe Christian McCaffrey has Negro blood, because when you watch the way that he run, when you watch the way, like everything that he does, it's just something about it has a different little touch of swag on it. Let me pull him up so y'all can see him. This is Christian McCaffrey. See how clear he look? See how he look like a clear boy? Clear as the day is long. I'm talking about saltine Nabisco cracker. You feel what I'm saying? Clear, clear, clear. One or two things is happening here, because this white boy run fast. I'm talking about, if not fast, just as fast, faster than a lot of them niggas on that damn field right there. Feel what I'm saying? But what I'm telling you is, if this was a genetic situation, it could have been something like his grandmother was biracial. And then she had children, and they all procreated with clears. And then they had children, and then they all procreated with clears. But genetically, it has sustained their bloodline. Okay? So that is what I'm saying when I say that when it comes to clears, they procreate with black people. They did it in Spain. They did it in Mexico. They did it everywhere they went all over the earth. They need your genetics to sustain their bloodline. Not only to sustain it, just like the movie Get Out, in order to give them superpowers. You feel what I'm saying? To make them faster, to make them sing better, to all of this stuff. All of these things, they will procreate for. Y'all may not see it as such, but I'm telling you what it is. Okay? Now, fast forward. Here it is. Where my video at? The clears get cooked by the sun, like I said, because genetically and scientifically, they don't belong here. They are aliens to the earth. But I found this video of these clears getting cooked up by the sun, being sunburnt without suntan. And let me say this also to Black Americans. Stop using that fucking suntan. Most of y'all done used it so much, now you need it. Of all the years on earth, there's not a melanated being that has ever needed suntan. Ever! From the hottest place on earth to the coldest place on earth, there has never been a melanated being who used or needed suntan. But niggas allowed education to sneak in and sneak in, and y'all done started telling each other that you need suntan. Now y'all using it so much to where if you don't use it, your skin getting burnt. And you thinking, oh, I need it. No, you didn't need it, but you need it now. But you need it now. You didn't need the sunscreen before, but you need it now. Leave that stuff alone. It is not for Black Americans. It is not for melanated people. It is not. It belongs to them. They needed to protect them from the sun, not you. And to the Black Americans who have used it so much to where you need it, you need to find a way to wean yourself off that shit. They're going to give you skin cancer, duck, goose. Because that's all they're trying to do is give your ass skin cancer. Leave that shit alone, bro. Leave it alone. I'm telling y'all out there, and most people do it because they follow. I remember I had to tell my daughter, she was out there with her friend. I said, don't put that shit on. You don't need no damn suntan. Ain't nothing wrong with you. They need it, not you. And this is how I know you didn't need it. If you needed suntan heifer, you would have needed growing up. Because if you grew up in the 80s, the 90s, and anywhere beyond that, you lived outside. If you ain't need suntan then you don't need it now. And don't nobody get on here and say, it's a different sun. Bullshit. If you ain't need it then, you don't need it now. You have automatic built-in sunblock. You don't need that stuff. But I'm going to show you the people who do need it. Let's get into the clears. This was disgusting to watch too. Trigger warning. Let me turn the volume off.
Yesterday, and I forgot to take my face mask off. I'm really not happy, guys.
In the garden yesterday. Couldn't find my own glasses, so I thought I'd wear Eva's.
Look. Look at these people.
Mate, I look like that fucking ice cream, that Neapolitan shit. Chocolate, strawberry, vanilla.
Look, he can't even walk. I'm saying this to say to you guys, a lot of Black Americans I'm noticing using suntan, and now you do need it. That was the catch. If you didn't need sunscreen growing up, you don't need it as an adult. They didn't make this stuff for you, Black Americans. It never belonged to you. You have something that attracts the sun. You don't want to block the sun. You need the sun to feed your melanin. The worst thing you want to do is block the sun. But that's another way to keep you screwed up. That's why you're sickly. That's why you're low on vitamin D. That's why you're running around here with cancer scales and all that stuff. You niggas is running from the very thing that feeds you. It kills them and feeds you. Do you understand that? They done bucked y'all up and shocked y'all and made y'all believe y'all need sunscreen. I despise seeing Black Americans put sunscreen on, because I know good and well you ain't used it growing up, so why you need it now? But y'all get caught up in this education, in this internet, and in this following behind the leader, and y'all get to doing everything everybody else doing. You keep it up, Black Americans, your skin gonna be crawling off just like this. Keep it up. Keep putting on sunscreen. You gonna be on here looking just like this. Watch. Keep putting that nasty ass shit on you. Now, what's the purpose of this? What's the point? The point is this, because this is for educational purposes right here. The point is this, you guys, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. We're different, okay? And this enemy has made it to where, let me back up. They are the humans. You are the gods. They are the humans. You are the gods. What makes you a god is your ability to do any and everything you want when you roam this earth. I don't care if you're the poorest person on this side of the Mississippi. They are the humans and you are the gods. The things that they suffer with, you would never touch. The things that they have to battle on a day-to-day basis, you would never see. You see what I'm saying? They are the humans, you are the gods, but they have gotten in your brain to pull you down to them to make you think that you're a human just like them, and you are not. You, Black Americans, are gods. Okay? And the way they get you on board is to get you to think that y'all on an even playing field and tell you how you should be. This is why they telling y'all you should eat 3 meals a day. This is why they telling y'all need to be putting on sunblock. This is why they telling Black American women like 90 going west to go in there and let that big ass metal plate squeeze their titties, talking about a goddamn mammogram. But don't get me started. You got to know who you are so that you can't allow people to play with you. If you don't know who you are, you will continue to be played with. These people are playing with you because they know that you don't know who you are. As long as y'all keep running around here saying you a Black African slave, they're going to continue to do stuff like this. You have to know who you are, Black Americans. That's why I tell y'all do genealogy. Y'all looking at it like just paperwork, but you don't understand that this genealogy is really a key that's going to unlock so much stuff in your life. You're not even ready. You're not even ready for how paperwork will literally change your life. They need the sunscreen, not you. They are the Johnny-come-latelys. They are the people that don't belong on the earth. That's why the sun does what it does. That's why in order for them to be in the sun, they got to put the sunscreen on. You don't have to do that. Some of you do now because you've been using the sunscreen, but God blessed you to where you don't have to do that. As a matter of fact, God wants your skin to absorb the sun. In the summertime, y'all supposed to be a shade darker. If you still the same shade you was in the winter, then you have a problem. If you not darker in the summertime, you have a problem. And that's probably why you're running around this bitch sickly all day. Wondering why you can't shake the cold. Wondering why you're having mental health issues. Because you're stuck inside all day. Go outside. They want you inside to stay with them. No, you go outside. If the summertime roll around and you not at least a shade darker, you doing something wrong. Period, point blank. And it's not up for debate. If you not a shade or two darker after wintertime and going into the spring, summer, something is wrong. Okay? Y'all got to get outside. Go outside. I'm telling you, the sun is here to feed you. It's here to help you. It's not going to hurt you. And this is the worst. You know what's worse having this conversation? Because I am of the age group that I have to tell this to, and we literally lived outside. Literally. We only went inside to eat and sleep. We literally lived as a child. We lived outside. I'm talking about you get up, eat your breakfast outside. You ain't coming back till it's time to go to bed, my nigga, and eat dinner. And it's the same group of people I got to convince to go back outside. If you're having trouble, think about your childhood. Go back outside, please. Go back outside. Please, 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 please. Like I said, it's just ironic that the children who lived outside the most are the ones who scared to go back outside. Girl, y'all is crazy. Get your ass back outside now. Now let's move on. Let's move on. And I hope nobody ain't that old still gaming and can't get it right, huh? Somebody said gaming. I ain't nothing wrong with gaming, but go out, put the video game outside or something. Yeah, let's get into some more education. Now, let's get into our culture. I knew when we were younger, and I was a huge fan of Michael Jackson. I remember Michael Jordan. I remember one of the Michael Jordan tournaments. What do you call it? One of those Michael Jordan, one of those championships. I remember he won a championship one year. No, it was one of them years they lost. And you know how they give all of the shirts when it's the losing team, they'll just send them off overseas and let the overseas kids wear it. I remember seeing this kid in this dirt village with no shoes on, no socks, no nothing, but he had on a Michael Jordan, NBA basketball shirt. And I remember being a kid like, dang, how the fuck he know Jordan? Like, they ain't got no TVs out there. I remember saying, how he know Jordan? But it's crazy because the kids didn't know no English, but they knew exactly who Michael Jordan was. So I'm just like, well, damn. You know what I'm saying? But at the time, it didn't dawn on me that, number one, they're being fed the culture, but number two, it was a setup. They were planting the seeds then for them to come over here and do what they're doing now, okay? Which is still the culture like they've been doing. But I remember seeing that, and I never put the two and two together until I became an adult, that the reason why our culture gets put in every corner of the earth is because we are the people who feed the earth. I tell everybody, Black Americans are the representation of Adam and Eve when the Most High said, go forth on the earth and be fruitful and multiply, or something like that. He basically wanted them to give culture, to give identity, to give civilization to the world, because the world as we know it, Black Americans, did not have civilization. I'm going to say it again. When God created the Black Americans, the world as we know it did not have civilization. It was us who gave the world civilization. And if you think I'm lying, think about this. Who created the dinner table? Who created the refrigerator? Who created the stoplight? Who created the car? Who created the hospital? Who did the first open heart surgery? Who did the first science? Who was the first? You get what I'm saying? And it don't just go back to Black people. When you start thinking about everything that people use today, it all goes back to Black Americans, not Black people, Black Americans. not black people, black Americans. It was us who went forth amongst the earth and was fruitful and multiplied. We created civilizations all over the world. If you look at it from an Egyptian standpoint, with the pyramids, they got pyramids, more pyramids in America than they have in Africa. Why? Because we were building them here and then going everywhere else and building them too. Okay? That is why. Because the origin is America, not Africa. The lie has been that the origin is Africa, but that is a lie. The origin is America, not Africa. Okay? So if you think I'm over-exaggerating when I say the Most High said, go forth, be fruitful and multiply, if you think I'm exaggerating when I say he told that to the Black American, then explain why everything that civilization has and is known to have comes from what's the word I want to use? Comes from the mind of a Black American. Everything. I'm talking about even down to washing your ass. Even down to washing your ass. A Black person created the soap. A Black person created the toothpaste and the toothbrush. A Black person created the comb. Not a Black person, I'm sorry. A Black American. We are the procreators of the earth. Okay? We are the procreators and the progenitors of this earth. It is not the African, but what the enemy has done is taken our characters and placed Africa on them so we won't know how great we are. Okay? Now, let me get into this. Oh, I haven't even shared it. I see this video of this little African kid, and this little African kid is breakdancing. Check him out. Look. Now, mind you, this is our thing, or at least it was. And then the industry, the way they worked is they kind of phased us out of it. So most of us don't really do breakdancing no more. For the most part, we rapping and doing all kinds of other stuff. They let us plant the seed, put it out there, make it popular, and then they phased us out of it, and then they turned around and gave it to other people. So for instance, right now, the Asians have the monopoly on breakdancing. If you look up breakdancing right now, you're going to see an Asian. The Asians right now have the monopoly on breakdancing. It wouldn't surprise me if they've even bought some sort of trademark and they own it. That's how cutthroat that this stuff is. We thinking of it, oh, it's just a dance that we had, but no. These people are literally selling our culture. I told you we're oozing gifts. That's why everybody come to America, because everybody want to be able to eat off of us, the blind, dumb, and stupid, the Black Americans who don't know they feeding the world. Okay? So I saw these Africans breakdancing, and I said to myself, it's odd that in 2026, whenever you look up breakdancing, it's hard-pressed to find a Black American, but you always find a foreigner. This is done by design. When I tell y'all that these people came, listen, all these European nations, the British, the French, the Spain, all them people that came together, they hated each other. But they had one common goal that they needed to get accomplished, which was taking over this quote unquote new world, aka America, aka us. Okay, they put all their differences aside to make sure that they can come and take over us and do exactly what they're doing. Now, this is the craziest part. They don't mind giving our culture to the African because typically the African is more docile. They can say, hey, you got to do this because I gave you that, and the African gonna fold. So they don't mind letting the Nigerian say this mine and this Yoruba. They don't mind the Ghanaian saying this mine and this. They don't mind that because they know they got them in control. But Black Americans, you cannot control. And this is why they allow us to create. They allow us to make stuff popular, and then they phase us out of it and give it to somebody else. Because regardless of if we're performing it or not, it comes from the Most High God, and it is something that is that wants to be seen by all. I don't think Black Americans understand how much of the attraction to America that you are. You are the attraction to America, Black America. You, not the sights. It's you. Rather they would admit it or not, everybody coming over here to see you. Everybody. Every fucking body. The reason I know that is because they got clear people all over the world. But yet and still, everybody come here. They coming here to see you. You the one creating these gifts and just giving them out to the world and not even realizing that you're giving them away to be stolen. Okay? And every time you drop off a gift, here come a straggler ready to pick it up. No shade. This is not to the kids, but I'm just saying. These are the gifts that you don't realize you're giving to the rest of the world. And it's feeding them. It's feeding them very well. But you can't eat off of it. That's the theft. That's the witchcraft. Please be mindful of your influence, Black America. Like I told y'all, you are the creator. You are the top seed. And it's not up for debate. There's not a group of people that I've even studied or heard about that can compare to the Black American. Not one. Not ancient, not now. That's because you're special. And everybody over here to copy off of you. Every single person. I want to show y'all something else before we hop up off of here. Because I want to take a break before we do Educational Friday. Hold on. Is it this one? Not that one. Not that one. Let me see. It was another video I had on here I wanted to show y'all before I hop off. Y'all like the video. Who's that girl? No, not Tasha. I think that was it. Maybe that was it. Let me see. I thought I had another video to show y'all. If not, I'll just show you. No, I don't have another one. If not, I'll just show you the one that's at the top. So to tie all of this in, y'all, this is what I'm trying to tell y'all. The biggest secret that you are not privy to is you are the reason for the season. You are the bee's knees. You are the thing. It's you. Everybody is here because of you. The only way that this works, oh, this is a good one. I can stop here. The only way that these people are capable of stealing from you is because the people who look like you are helping them to do it. Okay. And they taking our culture. Every time we turn around, we can't have nothing. Everything we do, they copy and they bite it. I told y'all, listen, go. I don't care if you pull up a news station from Africa. They even use our slangs and our words. Words that we would call slang, they use them as real words, like in real life. Because you, ladies and gentlemen, Black Americans, are the ones who are teaching the world how to be. Everybody looks to you because you are who to look to. This is why you're dealing with destiny swapping. This is why you're dealing with all kind of cosplaying and everything. It's because everybody is looking to you. The only people who don't know the world is looking to you is you. Now, this dude brought up this brother from New Orleans, and he ain't no brother, but this idiot from New Orleans who helped sell the city out. You know, when I did my research on the interstate system that went through Claiborne, which was a thriving Wall Street, Black Wall Street for Black America in New Orleans, when I realized that it was the Black politicians that knew about this and kept it from the residents until it was too late. And that was the reason that they were able to get these interstates in there. It made me think that this happened all over America. There were Black politicians in place who knew exactly what these crackers was doing and was mum's the word. This dude is going to talk about another brother who did the same thing in New Orleans. I'm telling y'all love these Black politicians. I don't give a damn if they're Black Americans. Y'all be loving on these Black politicians, and I keep telling y'all they are not here for you. They are not your friend. Okay, they are put in place so that they can make sure that everybody else profits. This is why we talk about treason. Treason is a real thing. It's basically saying that if me and you are together, you don't get to take the other team's side. If you do, then it could cost you a lot. So this brother brought up what the man did in New Orleans, and I'm pretty sure if y'all think about where y'all at, I'm pretty sure y'all know this happened everywhere y'all at. Check it out.
I don't know if y'all familiar who this piece of shit is. Him. Alphonse Jackson, right? Alphonse Jackson was the head of housing authority in 2005 or 2006 in the state of Louisiana. Also, Alphonse Jackson is a Black man, as you can see. But Alphonse Jackson took a real serious stance, and he is the reason why they don't have good housing in New Orleans for black people. This person, a black man, most definitely had his hand in keeping black people in a situation. So look, on Easter, always remember, people like this, who look like you, be the ones that put you in the worst situations.
So even though he didn't go into detail of what this man Alfonso did, I can, because I was in New Orleans, I had a place in New Orleans during Katrina. I lost everything during Katrina. I can almost guesstimate that what he's alluding to is that a lot of Black Americans lost our houses. Once Katrina came and y'all saw all the houses underwater, when we were all wondering when we were going to be able to go back home, the city was telling most of us ain't no home. Find somewhere to live. If you rented in New Orleans, if you were lucky enough to go back and get some shit, you were lucky. But for the most part, the city was saying, fuck off. That's what the city was saying. So most Black Americans lost their homes during that time. Now, if this man Alfonso had something to do with it, I'm pretty sure it's to the effect of those Black Americans losing their homes. Because again, this stuff does not happen unless one of us helps them. We have to be in on it for it to work. So they always find somebody willing to sell out the flock, willing to just throw us all under the bus, and they use that person to carry out their issues or they stuff. It's the same thing with Roosevelt and that goddamn interstate program. They use Black people who were inside to help them to make sure that this thing goes off without a hitch. And this is why I speak about treason all the time. Treason is a law that needs to come back in our community, because what it does is it stops people from betraying the flock. It makes people think twice about selling out everybody. You see what I'm saying? Treason is a real thing. And with treason, you're supposed to be excommunicating people, getting them out the paint, because you start to realize, hey man, this person is a Judas. They're going to get us all caught up. If treason was focused in the 60s and 70s, I'm pretty sure COINTELPRO wouldn't have went off as good as it went off. We got to get back to it, because if we don't look at the Black people that's helping these people, we'll never get to the bottom of getting out of this hellhole that we in. We got to start looking at all the key players, even the ones that are us. We have to start looking at all key players, okay? Now, I'm going to read a couple of more super chats, and I'm about to hop up off of here, child. Thank you so much for the super chat, Millie. Says, I'm gonna need you to share, cousin Boo. I need some candy. Oh, I read that one. Thank you, Boo. I appreciate you. Let me see. Thank you for the super chat, Willie. Says, those humanoids will be used for war, because the war about to be bad. My own theory. Oh, I believe it. Because even in the movies, they did use the robots for the war. They did. So I believe you. I believe you. Thank you, Boo. Kay, thank you so much for the super chat. Says, as a dagger quiet as it's kept, the dagger has more fashion sense than the EJs of the world. We dress ourselves, our kids, and our women. Facts. Facts, facts, facts. Go ahead on with that. I ain't in a disagreement with you. I am not in a disagreement with you, okay? Let me read a couple of more super chats. Hold on. Did I read this one? Thank you so much for the super chat. Says, hi, Boo. I emailed you the 2030 plan. Robots are just one of many. Every year, WEF discusses the plan at Davos. I watch every year the Great Reset. Oh, wow. I ain't never heard of that. Well, you could educate me, because I ain't heard about none of this. Child, educate me, Lord. Thank you, Boo. I appreciate it. Hey, it's Trey. Thank you for the super chat. Says, anytime a clear says it's for the greater good, run. Facts. Fendi, okay? Fendi facts. Thank you, Boo. Robin Dick, thank you for the super chat. Says, Bambaataa went out like Eddie Long. Praise to the Most High. Facts. He did. He went out like Eddie Long, the predator that he was, allegedly. Trey, thank you for the super chat. Says, Bam is a tether, and we can't let him get all that credit. He was mentioned by FBA Disco King Mario. Bam decided Herc would be the father of hip hop. Is Bam a tether? I thought he was like a half and half. I thought he was a half a tether. Who just sent me a cash app? Thank you, Henry, for the cash app. Let me see. What is Afrika Bambaataa's ethnicity? Google gonna lie. Oh, he is an American of Jamaican and Barbadian immigrant descent. He is a tether. Oh, see, New York? That's why I be scared of y'all. That's why I be scared of y'all. You never know. And it would make sense why he would say Kool Herc was the father of hip-hop, because they both tethers. A tether fest is what they were having. I be damned. Afrika Bambaataa, born Lawrence Taylor, is an American of Jamaican and Barbadian heritage, and then he a mixed tether. Lord have mercy. Born in the Bronx, New York, April 17th, 1957. If it was a snake, it would have bit us. Damn. Tethers flocking all over New York. I'm scared of New York. I don't know who is who. I don't know who is who up there. Where my black Americans up there in New York? I need y'all to come to the front. I don't know who is who out there. That's why whenever somebody say they're from New York, I get to squint in my eyes. Who your mama and them is? Who your people and them is? Who? What y'all eat for dinner around there? You feel what I'm saying? I just be looking crazy. It's you never know in New York. New York, you never know. You just never know. You never know. Shout out to my black Americans up there. Y'all stronger than me. I don't think I could do it. Thank you for the super chat, chosen one by God. Says, love you, Vu, for spreading the true positivity and love for our people. You are number one in my book. Oh, thank you, beautiful. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Sharjay, thank you so much for being a member for 13 months. Says, we should pray against the draft every time we speak about it. We have the power. Yeah? Let me know how it works. Now, I pray against it. I would. You're right, Sharjay. We should pray against the draft. If y'all don't want to go, especially if you're of age, you better be praying. Hello? I ain't got to pray. I ain't going. But yeah, you're right, Sharjay. Thank you. And Love is Stronger Than Death. Thank you for the super chat. Says, in Louisiana, does local culture show up in other cultural spaces? In DC, Caribbean folks are complaining about our music in their restaurants. I said it's just the culture here. They disagreed and said my view doesn't belong. What? Where you at? In DC, that's the problem. I don't know how they go. When I grew up in New Orleans, it wasn't nothing but niggas. That's it. The clears came in to work and go home. And we had some Vietnamese people, but they stayed off to the corner. I don't know how, you know. I ain't never been around all them type. Like, I ain't gonna give me a little anxiety. No shade. It give me a little anxiety when I'm around all them different people and I don't know what's all going on. You know what I'm saying? I just be like, who is you? Now, who is you? And what you is? And what you is? And why your hair like that? And why you stink? And why you musty? It be too much. You know, I don't know. But I do know is in New Orleans, we ain't have all these issues. It was just black American nigga culture. I grew up with just us. It was us. It was FUBU in New Orleans. I don't know. I can't tell you what NOLA is like because I don't know nothing about NOLA. I don't know NOLA. I just met NOLA with y'all. So I don't know about NOLA. But New Orleans, it was a nigga fest. I can't say. I don't know. I honestly, I thank God because I have nothing to reference to, you know, it was just nothing but us, just niggas. Niggas on top of niggas. I will say, it was lit. It was growing up with just black Americans, and most people who grew up around mostly black Americans will tell you, we got our stuff, but it was lit. Growing up with just your own people is lit AF. It's kind of like going to an HBCU for life, you know? If you never grew up around your own, then you wouldn't know. Right. We only seen Vietnamese people at school. That's the only time. We only seen the Vietnamese people at school. And whenever we seen them at school, they caught their buzz and we never seen them again. They put them over there in the corner and miss you, and we never seen them bitches again. They only had one girl who thought she was black. But other than that, them Vietnamese went off by themselves. I grew up around my own kind. And I thank God, because it was lit for me. My upcoming was lit. My upbringing was lit. Growing around my nigga teachers, nigga doctors, niggas everywhere. It was niggas. That's where I grew up around. You know what I'm saying? At any rate, I'm about to get up off of here. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe. So we do this Monday through Friday. I'll come back later on for Educational Friday. I don't know exactly what I'm gonna do it on yet, but I have a few things in mind. If you would like to get in touch with me, voodoodollpodcast@gmail.com is the way. Babe is also the new wave. Please make sure I don't have my hat, but make sure y'all hit up the link pinned to the top of the chat to support the doll. It's Black Americans versus everybody. With that being said, make sure y'all pay it forward. Take care of yourselves, and Black Americans is first, if not nothing, okay? Love y'all down to the ground. Peace.
Can you hear me now? Oh, let's go! It's your boy Big Chew, the voice of the beat. You know what I won't blaze up. Come on, blaze up.
It's a beat for me.
Wow, 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 wow. For your guy, for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we live. For your boy. For your boy. Also for your boy. Fix it for your boy. Drop it for your lift it up.
Mr. Carroll, how you give the voodoo doll time to talk? I don't get no fucking time to talk.
Who the voodoo doll is?
The nigga you just had up here.